It's Wednesday, Wednesday. Gotta have a Wednesday. Oh, guys, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. I need to talk to you about our country and the problems that we are facing. Yes, it's time to deal with this madness. Are they open? I think they're open. Be right back. Oh, do we have any viewers? Oh, we got 3 viewers. Oh, my 3 viewers. My 3 lovely viewers. Have I got a show for you today? Yes, we have physical props. We have physical props in this show, which I'll be showing you in a minute. Just got to get somewhere safe. Guys, how was your Tuesday? How do you feel coming into Wednesday? Hump day. Hump day. Hey Mike, hey Mike, hey Mike, guess what day it is? Hey Mike. Hey Mike, guess what day it is? Oh, I drove it down to 1 person. Well, that's not good. I need more than 1 person. Because the news that I tend to show you is pretty damning. Can we get some more viewers? Oh, all of a sudden 7 more. What's up, man? Thursday. Show us your PPC. Nate, I don't have one of those, brother. But hey, I work with what I got. I absolutely work with what I got. I'm going to read your comments in a minute, guys. I just have to get down the road here. We have a special breaking news story today that I really need to show you guys, and it's not going to be easy. Not going to lie, this is some heady. I always say that word, heady. This one's not heady. This one's heavy. It's some heavy stuff that needs to be addressed, and we will address it this morning and today. I will be addressing this. No, then what am I doing here? I'm a grower, not a shower. How about that? Sure, that's what they all say. Oh man, when I was younger, that used to be, kind of a, I don't know, are all men like this? It was kind of a thing because I think I'm about average. We're talking about some deep stuff today. I think I'm about average, and but throughout your life, I don't know, you can either let that annoy you because there's always going to be a man out there with a bigger, what than you have. Always. It's always going to happen. I don't care. If you search hard enough, you can find it. What the hell are we searching on the internet? No, but it's always been a point of contention. Actually, I mean, if we really wanted to delve into that and explore that one day, how certain men can feel inferior, because they might not have, be packing or whatever. And yeah, that's that right there, man. If you really hone in on stuff, that's a big problem. It's a real fucking big problem. Real big problem. And I got past it, man. Eventually I got married and I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. It ain't getting any longer. It ain't getting any shorter. And I'm happy with what I got. That's what God gave me, and that's what I work with. Now, that's a very healthy attitude to have. Very, very healthy attitude to have. Wow, that was a crazy detour this early in the morning. What happened? All because somebody, who was it? Somebody came in here with the BBC, which we have a term here called BBL, billionaire ball liquor. Totally different from BBC. All right, we're not getting into that. All right, but we do have something to talk about. All right. So, look, guys, we're not talking about any current events today on the rundown. What we're talking about is something that is going to be addressed. It's going to be addressed because I'm tired of waking up every day and seeing it without and people acting like it's not there. Okay. What we're going to talk about today, what I plan to talk about, and I brought my receipts to show you guys, is racism. Yeah, we're going to talk about that because right now in this country, what we have going on is some really scary stuff when it comes to race. Really, really scary stuff. And it's time we addressed it as adults. It's time we talked about it. The time that, I every day in here I get nutsack. We're not a racist country. Today, 100%, I have proof. All right, and I've done some critical thinking this morning, and we really need to discuss some of the things that are happening in this country as we speak. Okay. I saw a post this morning. I wake up, there's two people in here. Fuck that. I want more than two. We're going to have to get more than two in here before I talk about this, because this is real stuff right here that needs to be talked about. No scientific evidence for either. No or very few studies have been done. I know what you're talking about, bro. Look, man, we're not going to get into that today. It is what it is. I mean, that's all it ever be. You ain't changing none of that. It just is what it is. You work with what you got, and if you work good enough, you're gonna make what you got happy, or the person on the other side happy. All right, but we're gonna get past that. Okay, look. All right, so Liver Cheese wakes up this morning. Now, every single day I wake up and to racist bullshit all over the internet, specifically on Facebook. on Facebook. Now, this is all going to lead back to the same place where we need internet IDs. If we have internet IDs, all this shit's going to end. It's all going to end. People aren't going to be out there posting their racist bullshit online because it'll always follow them throughout their lives. Now, you know, we're a freedom channel. We're a freedom channel. And I've talked on this before. I've talked about how I'm going to start going after racists. Man, after the shit that I saw today, I really think that should be a main sticking point of this channel. I need to hunt them down. I need to expose them like they're trying, like they think they're exposing Somali daycares and anything brown, you know, Southern poverty law firm. What other black group are they fucking going after today? Oh, Kojic. They went after Kojic yesterday. That's a fucking black church. I mean, they're just, it's clear as day what's happening here. They are honing in on minorities and African Americans to demonize them and to arrest them for no reason. A lot of times that's happening. All right. Now we have a real problem in this country because I woke up to a story in Chicago this morning. Now, Chicago guys, they have a thing. This is a hot button issue right now. They have a thing called teen takeovers. Okay. Happening. And that's just where a giant group of teens get together and they decide to go to a park or something and take over the park or take over the zoo or whatever. They just all come together. And, but what we have happening now is we have groups of police waiting on these teens before they gather and arresting them. For what? What are you arresting them for? People are allowed to congregate together. What the fuck are we doing? Just because you see a large group of black teens does not give you the right to go in there and just start arresting motherfuckers. All right. So what, and I mean, we're just doing it like it's legal. So, I mean, clearly this is going to have repercussions. So, to these students, these black students who are getting arrested for showing up in places with large groups of people, I would tell you retain an attorney immediately because you need to sue the fuck out of these people because that's completely illegal. They cannot arrest and detain you for being in a large group of people. Now they're going to say, oh, they were being loud and unruly. No, I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit. I've seen groups of white kids all over the country gather together in large groups. They hang out in front of fucking Dairy Queens. They hang out at Kroger parking lots. They have their hangouts. Giant groups of white kids from high schools and not one fucking cop messing with them. You don't ever see any cops messing with them at all. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference? You're messing with these kids because of their fucking skin color. Sorry, we're going to have to use a little harsh language today. We're having a lesson today. Understand that. We are having a lesson. All right. So I read the story about these black teens getting arrested for being black in a park, and too many of them together. And I got to think to myself, man, what are these kids thinking? You know, if I was a teenager and that shit started happening, guess what? It would start happening everywhere. I would make sure that would happen everywhere. If I saw that happen to some of my friends, they got arrested for showing up with a giant group of people just for being black. Yeah, we would start planning our next one. That's what we would start doing. So I would advise that this kind of information or this kind of these kind of actions stop immediately. They're illegal, they're immoral, and we're better as a country. And someone needs to stand the fuck up and call it out. And Liver Cheese is going to do that today. Okay, so after I read this story, then it gets even worse. I go and I click on the comments. Holy shit, what are we doing in this country with these comments? I couldn't believe it, what I was reading in these comments. The most disgusting, vile shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh, you want to read them? Good. Good. You're going to read them because I have them right here. These are the comments from that story about these black teens who were all I'm not going to say all, but a lot of them were arrested and forced out of the park. All right, so we're gonna just read and guys, these are the first 5 pages of comments. I didn't go through here and I didn't pick out these comments. These are the first 5 pages. And we'll go straight down them. And you tell me that there ain't no motherfucking racism in this country. All right? You stay here. This is a necessary conversation. All right, comment number 1. Bring in the canine dogs and put that on TikTok. And comment number 2 with names. Tom McAllister. Tom McAllister. Must be no dad's day. Must be no dad's day. You want to read it? Here they are right here. I'll show you the pictures and everything. Now, we're going to do more than that. What we're going to start doing is we're going to start delving into these racist sons of bitches, and we're going to get all their information, and we're going to start posting it around town. And I'm going to highlight it every day. Every day in our show, we're going to start highlighting these racist scumbags, because they ain't going to get away with it, and they ain't going to normalize it in my country. All right, here we go. We got Elaine Barr. Very, very disturbing that we have more and more women just being disgusting out there. Usually women, the fairer sex, are the ones who reserve their comments. They're not the ones that come in with the bullshit. Not anymore. Here's Elaine Barr. Water cannons. Yep, water cannons. Okay, let's bring in water cannons. Why are you going to bring in water cannons, Elaine? Because there's a group of black teenagers larger than you want to see out there in a park enjoying their day. Let's bring in the water cannons. Elaine, I'm going to bring a water cannon to your fucking work. How about that? Disgusting. Now, I've just read straight down, okay? Remember this, guys. There may be 1 or 2 good comments in here. Here's a good comment. Ronnie Lyons. Let's encourage teen takeovers at the polls. All 18 and up. Let's do it. Way to go, Ronnie Lyons. I see Ronnie's a black man. He's a black man right there. So I appreciate you there, buddy. Thumbs up to you. And that one actually got 62 likes. Now, here we go. Steve Herr, next comment. Just chimps a chimping. Just chimps a chimping. Yeah, see what's happening here? That Chud the Builder's having an effect. All the people out there who don't comment on him and call him disgusting and call him out, they're on here using his words. Just chimps a chimping. Just chimps a chimping to a Steve Herr. Now, and you look at these pictures, and most of the time it's not a picture of the actual person, because they're too pussies. They're too big of pussies to do that. They're cowards, every one of them. Every one of them are cowards putting this crap out there. That's page 1. All right, let's go. Let's go. Page 2. We got a Tom McAllister. Must be no dad's day. Must be no dad's day. Must be no dad's day. Tom McAllister. Ooh, yeah. No racism here in this country, is it? Let's go on to wait, that might be the same one. Okay, it is the same one. Sorry about that. I copied 2 pages of the same one. Okay, here's another one. Nola Spencer. Nola Spencer. Them officers better stretch. It's about to be a long summer. Implying that blacks are criminals. That blacks are criminals, and blacks are just gonna, they're gonna get together and they're gonna cause chaos wherever they're at. Yet there's no racism in this country, guys. None at all. All right, here's another one. Jonathan Alex. Oh, he's got a picture of himself posed without a shirt on. Wow, what kind of man does that? What a man, Jonathan. What a man you are for your mirror picture while you pose there with no shirt on. What kind of clown does that? Okay, Jonathan Alexis. The goal is to earn a good living in order to not live near them. LOL. LOL. He thought that was funny. And this one got 453 thumbs up in America. The goal is to earn a good living in order to not live near black people. Yeah, and we're not a racist country. We're not a racist country. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, Tim Webb. Tim Webb put, seems like teen always means the same thing. He's implying that, you know, when you see a teen takeover, that it's all black people. Yeah, it is implying the same thing. It's implying the exact same thing, because if it's a big group of white people, they don't fuck with them. All right, here we go. On to the next one. Doug Hewitt. This guy's got his face up there. Let's put him real close. There he is right there. See Doug Hewitt? Look at him. Look at him. Doesn't he look cute? Isn't he a cute looking little son of a bitch? Let's see what he said. Water cannon filled with either with blue permanent dye or sewage. Chef's choice. Yeah, Doug Hewitt. That's what he thinks. He thinks you should put a water cannon out there filled with either blue dye or sewage. He thinks that black teens, for gathering too many of them together in a park, should be sprayed with blue permanent dye or sewage. Not racist. Not racist in this country. No, no, no. We're way past that, right? All right, here we go. Jennifer Terry. Okay, Jennifer Terry, a female. She's actually going to have something encouraging to say. Jennifer Terry, people act like we didn't congregate in White Castle's parking lot and down Stony Island as teens and young adults. Yes, Jennifer, you absolutely did do those things. And guess what? The cops didn't mess with you and arrest you for no reason. Guess why, Jennifer? I think you understand why, because you're white. Yes. Thank you for that, Jennifer. Okay, on to page 3. Here we go. Look at this one right here up top. Another chimping video. Another chimping video. I didn't get that person's name. Here we go. George Simic is next. They just visited the Obama Library. It's got 141 thumbs up. George Simic. All right, moving on. Teresa Roach Sicer, call in the fire department with water hoses. Yes, Teresa Roach Sicer wants to call in the fire department with water hoses because there's too many black people together in one place. That's her answer. No racism in America. Remember this. We're past it. We're perfectly normal to gut the Voters' Rights Act. Yeah. Yeah, perfectly normal to gut the Voters' Rights Act when these clowns are, and again, these are the first 5 pages of comments. I did not go and pick out the worst comments. I listed the first 5 pages and I printed them out. This is what we've normalized in our country now. Clowns on here thinking they can say this bullshit without repercussions. Okay, here's Ben Kraut. Ben Kraut says, so many future doctors and engineers there. Just a gathering, though. Yeah, okay, now he's going to make fun of black people's intelligence. He's going to say that all those black people together, oh, look at all those future doctors and engineers. And I'll bet you old Ben Kraut there, I bet he's a goddamn mechanic working in a fucking, in a corner a mechanic shop. Going to talk about black people and how they're future doctors and engineers. What are you doing, Ben? What are you doing? Well, we don't know because Ben covers up his profile because Ben's a little coward fucking punk. Right, Ben? Yeah, Ben. There you go. You talk about, and you want to, there's no racism, you know, looking at a group of black people. Oh, well, those are all doctors and engineers. Okay, here's a good one. I like this one. It's Torres Michael, which, let's talk about that real quick, because that implies that this guy's a brown person. He's a brown-skinned person. It's Torres Michael, okay? Brown-skinned person. And he says 300 people made the same statement. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. Nuffin in parentheses. 300 people made the same statement. We didn't do nothing. Fucking disgusting. Michael Torres, a fucking Hispanic idiot who is defending white nationalism, defending it. Wow. What do you think they're going to do to you, man? What do you think they're going to do to you, brother? All right. And then here we go. Jerry and Star McClellan. Common denominator is? Yeah, they were all black. Yes, that's the common denominator. And then right below it, notice anything? Yes, we do notice it. But we notice it for a different reason than you notice it. You notice it and you think they're over there stirring up fucking trouble. We notice it and go, oh, look at that group of innocent black teens getting arrested and thrown out of the fucking park because there's too many of them. That's what we notice. That's the difference between me and you. You understand that? All right. And then down below it, we have Lisa Stedman. She's got a good picture of herself. Check it out. Take a screenshot. She's got a good picture of herself right there. Lisa says, well, here's to the generation of gentle parenting. This is going to be a very interesting summer. Okay, well, that's not a terrible comment there. She's talking about their parenting, which, we do have a problem in this country where we tend to focus on black people and their parenting skills, but don't focus on white people who will sit their fucking kid in front of a goddamn iPad all day and not say a fucking word to them. Right? All right. Yeah. You didn't know you were going to be in for this today, did you guys? And then here we go. Antonio Hernandez Betances. Again, another brown person, another brown man saying future astronauts, engineers, and pilots right there. Talking about a group of black people, a group of black teams. That's what he wants to say. Future astronauts, engineers, and pilots right there. Well, guess what, Antonio? Those guys have a better chance of being astronauts, engineers, and pilots than your dumb fucking ass, than your dumb racist ass, voting against your own interest. Oh, yeah. All right, and here's another one. Oh, look. All right, we run out of them. Okay. Now, there we go. Now I want to see people come in here and say no racism in America. Let's talk about that real quick. After reading 5 pages full of shitty ass comments by disgusting Americans, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how, oh, no, black people should have their voting power taken away. All right. Come on, let's bring it. Bring it. Who's got something for liver cheese today? I think people globally should revolutionize against the real common denominator, the leaders of nations, no more corporate control. But everyone is racist. Not everybody. I ain't racist. What the fuck you talking about, Rand? I ain't racist. You better come back before you say something like that. Unfortunately, the actions of many in the black community isn't helping the whole racism thing. You can't be mad about what people witness with their own eyeballs. They witness it, Roy, from the media on news stories. They don't witness it when you walk out. I will go today. We will drive around Memphis and I will fucking show me one motherfucker out there doing bad stuff today. Should we do that? Should I drive around Memphis today, Roy, and you can point out the black people that aren't acting right? You want to do that? No, it's selective memory. They're picking out stories about fucking black people and putting them on the news. And Roy, I hate to say it, man, because you're a critical thinker. Don't fall into that trap, brother. Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that trap. They ain't no more violent than any white people. We ain't gonna do that shit here. We ain't gonna talk about how black people are more violent than white people. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about being racist today. That's what we're talking about. I see green. I don't see racism. All Americans are disgusting. Non-American here. Donald Gunn, did you hear any of those disgusting comments from fellow Americans? I don't even call them fellow Americans because they're not. They're not for me. They're worms meant to be stepped on. That's how you deal with these fuckers. You step on them. You step on a cockroach. All right, now we're gonna have all the people come in, but they do so many percentage of these crimes. Okay, well, how many? Why do white people fuck kids? Why do white people fuck kids so much? Huh? Why does that happen? You're not gonna come in here and demonize the black people in front of me after I just fucking read this bullshit to you. And if you do, unsub right fucking now. I ain't dealing with you. I'm talking to you, Roy. If you want to fucking come in here and defend these comments in here, then unsubscribe because you ain't part of my team, brother. Move the fuck on. Don't come in here with stats, showing me stats about fucking black people. Of course their fucking crime numbers are higher, you fucking idiots. They're raised in fucking neighborhoods where there's no damn jobs, there's no food, there's no hope. Of course their numbers are higher. So if you even have the inclination to type anything down to defend these fucking comments, then you unsubscribe from me right now, because you ain't the person I thought you were. Yeah, we're gonna have a fucking come to Jesus talk today is what we're gonna have. I'm gonna be weeding you fuckers out. If you get kicked off my channel, you best believe you're a terrible human being. Terrible human being. This should anger every one of y'all as much as it angers me. And if it doesn't, then you're part of the fucking problem. Period. End of story, because liver cheese fucking said so. All right, I'm going to have to pause. All right, we're going into the backyard. I'm going to have to pause it for a minute. Yeah, we're going to pick this right back up. We're going to pick it right back up to the people who want to defend it. Yeah, yes, we are. Yes, we are. I love you. Can I get a kiss? You okay? Mm-hmm. All right. All right, we ain't done with this conversation. No, we ain't done. All right, we're back. We're back. Who wants to fucking take me on? You want to take me on, guys? Who wants to take on liver cheese in this mood I'm in right now? Come on. Come on. Bring it on. Yeah, the Democrats destroyed the black family by disincentivizing marriage. Dems want dependency from their voters. Oh, excellent, Paula. Excellent. Straight wood chipper. Republicans have shot down 16 of 18 billion. Go away, all of you. Go away. Go away, all of you. I have a small town next to mine that basically got overrun with black people moving from Chicago because rent was cheap. Tons of black from Chicago moved in, and we started having shootings. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, Roy. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Move, like they all do in Memphis. And Memphis it's a black city. It became a black city. Guess what? Because black people moved into the neighborhood and people moved out. Shootings, exactly the same. Exactly the same. No numbers changed. The only things that actually changed, the white people moved out to the suburbs, and that's where all the pedophiles moved. That's where all the fucking kids started happening. Let's talk about that, Roy. Let's talk about that. If you want to talk about shootings and violence and black people, let's talk about white people fucking children. How about that? Let's get real serious here right now. Let's get this CTG thing down. All right, I ain't messing around today. This pissed me the fuck off. Stay out of my way if you don't have something nice to say. Stay out of my way. I am coming after all these fucking people, and I'm going to expose every damn one of them. I'm going to expose every damn one of them. That kind of vile behavior does not happen when I'm on this planet. You understand me? If I see it, I will point it out, and I will embarrass you in public. I'm not denying that black people moved into your neighborhood and shootings started happening. Well, guess what? Grow a fucking pair. Grow a fucking pair and you stay in your community and you make your community strong. If you have issues with neighbors, you go over and you talk to your neighbors and you form a community. But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Right here in Bartlett, we had a black couple move in right over here. Some of my best friends in the neighborhood. I go over and talk to them all the time. Me and that guy are straight. The minute they moved in, people on both sides of them put for sale signs on their fucking houses. All right? It's time for a come to Jesus talk. This is real. It's happening in this country and it ain't going anywhere. Okay. So for all you guys who think that these teen takeovers are bad now, how do you think it's going to be when they come out to your mansion, to your big house out in the suburbs? When they're tired of it and they demand more, how do you think that's gonna play out? How do you think that's gonna play out? Yeah. Start listening. Time to start listening to black people in this country. Time to start listening to them. Oh, I got black fatigue. I'm black fatigue, though. I'm so tired of hearing about black people and black this and black that. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. You're not a child. You're not a toddler. Grow up. Grow up. It's a group of people who have a grievance. Listen to those grievances. They don't just have those grievances because, oh, we're just going to make some shit up. No, they have those grievances because shit happens to them every single day. Shall we go back over the responses from water cannon filled with either blue permanent dye or sewage? Chef's choice. Chef's choice. Look at this guy's face. Doug Hewitt. I want you to get a good look at his face. That little smirking ass, fucking white ass face. You see that? You see that son of a bitch? Yeah. Big coward. Big coward. Big man. Big coward man. I tell you what, Doug Hewitt, I'll give you Liver Cheese's fucking address and you come on over here. We'll take care of this situation, this misunderstanding that you have. And I'll set you straight real quick, Doug. Because guess what? Black people ain't going nowhere. Black people ain't fucking going nowhere. So either you grow up and learn to live with them or get the fuck out of the country. All right? This country ain't never going to be an all-white country, Doug Hewitt, with your little fucking smirk. I guarantee you he's a fat fuck, too. I guarantee you that guy right there, he's such a fat bastard. Look at me. You talk about black fatigue. I tell you, I'm tired of fucking white fatigue. How about that? This is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of seeing these racist comments every day that I open up my Facebook, trying to have a normal day, trying to wake up and be in a fantastic mood and spread my love and positivity. And I wake up to this nastiness right here over and over and over. And then I come in here and have you clowns and trolls tell me that there is no racism in the United States of America. Yeah, that's what I'm tired of. And here's another one. Wolfen Gang. Wolfen Gang, you slime. You slime. You want to come talk about it, Wolfen Gang? All the people who come in here and say, oh, they're going to chimp out and use that phrase from Chud the Builder, I'd like to meet you. I would like to meet you and have a talk with you on the streets. So anybody before you put any racist comments in here, I'm letting you know, I would like to meet each and every one of you on the streets. So if you want to set that up, let's go ahead and set that up. Cowards, coward worms. I won't do shit. Wolf, come on, brother. Come on. Sitting behind your keyboard. Fake profile, fake name. My shit's real. I'll tell you who I am. Wolfen Gang. Wolfen Gang. You won't do shit. I got a gun. You won't do nothing. I got a gun. You won't do a damn thing. I got a gun. Put that fucking gun down. Play pussy, get fucked, bitch. Ain't no being nice in here today. Ain't no being nice. When you come in with a rational statement and you want to show that you're a human being, I'll be nice to you. Until then, ain't no being nice. No, Emma. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Why? Why would I do that? It does not matter because you're not going to come with any fucking solution. All you're going to say is this happens. We need to build more prisons. That's why I'm not going to do that, Emma. That's why I'm not going to search black on black violence, white on black violence. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's humans behaving terribly. Humans behaving terribly. You can't attack people over words. You want to bet? You want to bet I can't, bitch? Come try me. Come around me and say the N word or use the N word, and you talk down about somebody else in front of me. If I was around Chud the Builder and Chud the Builder said that shit on me, he'd have a fucking bat upside his fucking head, guaranteed. And I'd go to jail gladly for that, because I'd be a fucking martyr. Yeah, a bat. Yes, absolutely. All right. Now we're going to continue to read these comments. We'll go back and we'll read them again. All right. My platform, I'll do what the fuck I want to do. If you don't like it, leave. All right, here we go. So, to catch everybody up, this weekend in Chicago, the cops decided they wanted to invade a teen takeover, what they call a teen takeover now. A teen takeover is simply a group of black people, a large group of black people. They don't like it when they see a large group of black people. So they call it a teen takeover, and they come in and they just want to start arresting people for no reason. And that's what's happening. And that scares the crap out of white people. Scares the crap out of white people. Well, scares the crap out of racist white people. Scares the crap out of people who come on Facebook and put disgusting comments. And it should scare the crap out of you. It should. It really should. So do better. How about that? How about get up and make it through the day without fucking talking about a black person at all? How about that? That's step one. Step one is to creating a better person is to wake up every day and, you know what, today I'm not going to talk about brown people at all. You know what, today I'm not going to talk about black people at all. I'm just going to live my life. That's step one. That's what you can do. Okay, so the teen takeovers where they're arresting kids for no reason because other than the color of their skin, that's a thing that you're going to be seeing a lot of this summer. So get ready for that. So now here are the Facebook comments, 5 pages of Facebook comments that I copied today. Now, granted, I didn't go through there. I didn't go through the thousands of comments and pick out the worst ones. No, I did 5 straight pages of comments. Now, we're going to count the comments that are nasty and we're going to count the comments that are positive. And we're going to compare that with people who have been coming in here talking about America's not a racist country. All right, let's do that. Okay, there's a negative 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a positive one. So 3 negatives, 1 positive one. 4, 5, 6. Okay, another positive. 6, 2 positive, 6 negative. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 negative comments about race, 2 positive ones. No racism in America. No, 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 no. No racism in America. It doesn't exist. All right. Let's read some comments. Let's read some comments with their names. This is going to be a thing we're going to do every single day in here, guys. It's going to be a new segment. I'll come up with a clever name for it, but it's going to be something exposing racism. But we'll come up with a good, clever, nice name for it. Okay. Jonathan Alexis with a profile picture of himself shirtless. You know, always when you see a profile picture of a shirtless guy, you can, you know, I don't know, it kind of could be hiding something. Could be hiding something. That's what I think. I mean, when I was coming up in the 80s and 90s, there weren't men taking a Polaroid camera. See, we didn't have digital cameras. There weren't men taking Polaroid cameras or regular cameras and standing in front of their bathroom mirror taking pictures of themselves, or at the gym taking pictures of themselves. Yeah, that just didn't happen. Because if that happened, then everybody laughed at you. Everybody made fun of you. Give me 1 second. Back. God, why do y'all keep pulling trash out of the house? Stop it. Go. Move. Move. All right. All right. I want to take this time real quick. If she's still in here, I saw her name pop up and I should have said something immediately. Casey Battles. I'm glad you're okay today. I'm glad you're okay this morning. I love you very much, and I'm glad that your surgery went okay. Whatever your surgery might have been, I don't care what your surgery was. I'm not nosy like that, Casey. But welcome, Casey. Okay, so let's pick back up on Jonathan here, who likes to take pictures of himself in front of a mirror. His comment on the black teens. What the hell's going on? Okay. Hang on, I got to get my phone charged. All right. Okay, Jonathan, Alexis, who likes to pose naked in front of the mirror and take pictures of himself. Oh, Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan. Let's see what he says about the teen takeover. The goal, and this we got 453 likes. The goal is to earn a good living in order to not live near them. LOL. LOL. He thinks that's a funny thing to say. That his goal in life and the goal of any American's life is to earn a good living in order to not have to live around black people. 453 thumbs ups. Right there. There's your proof. 453 thumbs up. All right. Doug Hewitt, again, we'll get on Doug. Water cannon filled with either blue permanent dye or sewage. His solution to teenagers, too many black teenagers gathered together, is to get a water cannon filled with blue permanent dye or sewage. And then he puts chef's choice. Chef's choice. Yeah, we've come so far since 1965, since the civil rights movement. Man, we've come so far in this country, haven't we? I see why they gutted the Voting Rights Act. Bring in the canine dogs and then put that on TikTok. Bring in the canine dogs. I don't know why he said canine dogs. I guess just because he's a fucking moron. Yeah, he looks like a moron. Bring in the canine dogs and put that on TikTok. Yeah, we'll remember that statement. We'll remember that statement when it all goes down. And then here comes Tom McAllister. Must be no dad's day. Must be no dad's day. Talking about black teens gathered in a park. Must be no dad's day, right? Right? Look at all those black kids with no dads. And then we got Elaine Barr, a female, jumping in without a picture of her face, obviously, because she's a hog. Water cannons, yep, water cannons. That's what she put. Water cannons, yep, water cannons. Let's get water cannons out on these black teens gathered. Even though they're doing nothing, they're just gathered together. A large group of black teens gathered together. We got to bring out the water cannons. Yeah. Yeah, we've come so far since 1965. So far since 1965. And then here's Steve Herr using his idols. Steve Herr using his idols' words. Chud the Builder. Steve Herr seems to think that Chud the Builder, that's an idol of his, because he quotes him, just chimps a chimping. Just chimps a chimping. Woo, yeah, look at that. In the United States of America, there's old Steve Herr calling teens in a park chimps a chimping. Now, I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to read some of these comments. I expect these comments to be full of people who are disgusted that there are people out there doing these things. That's what I would expect to see. Let's see what we got. Or will my chat add to my story here? Because little do you know, this is being recorded also. And this will be included in an upcoming documentary about racism in America. So if you've been in here currently and you've been spouting racist shit, your name will be seen. I'm going to make a video to highlight it. So hopefully you haven't done that. Hopefully while I talked about our disgusting behavior in this country and how we need to do better, hopefully that you've been encouraging, that you come in and said, wow, that is disgusting. Look at all these gross people. What are we doing? If you did that, good on you. Thumbs up. Have a lovely day. If you wanted to throw in some racist comments, then you will be included in my future documentary about racism in the United States. You didn't know you were going to be part of that today. Well, you are. You are part of that. Wolfen Gang, I want to be a star. You don't have consent. I don't need consent, Emma. I don't need consent. Sorry. Make you the intro. Hello, sir. How you doing, Anthony? Can I be a part of it? Yeah, you're going to be a part of it. You're going to be a part of it. Now, we'll also use this point to talk about what we're going to do about this. The days of this happening are quickly approaching that's going to be an end to that. Okay, this internet ID idea, which is Libercheese's idea,
We're worldwide internet ID. At least in America, we're going to do that. You got so many people out there crying about voter ID. I don't know why they're crying about voter ID. We've had voter ID. It's called a voter registration card for hundreds of years in this country. And we've had no issues with our elections because of that. As a matter of fact, mail-in voting, our president has done it how many times? He does it every time. Two-faced motherfucker is what he is. He's going to come and mail-in vote and then turn around with his other face and say, "Oh, mail-in voting's going to have all kinds of fraud in it." But not for me, because I'm a white man. I'm a rich white man. So if you're rich and you're white, or if you're just white, then you're still allowed to mail in your votes. All right, let's do something. Sim Racing Central. It'd be your last breath we ever meet, Princess. Really? Really, Sim? Okay. Reported. Bye, Roy. Been cool, man. Have a good life. Bye, Wolfgang. Bye. Enjoy your life. Thank you for that, It's. Star comment you there, brother. Nah, I'm going to let them sit in here and drive my traffic. I'll let them sit in here and torch and flame liver cheese. I don't care. All you're doing is driving my numbers up, guys. You gave me a new segment, racist of the day. It's what I will be doing. I will be going on Facebook every morning. I'll be picking out the most vulgar fucking comment from an American. I'll make sure it's an American and not a troll. And we will highlight that person. I will print it out and we will show it to the world. That's what we're going to start doing. That's the only way to make these idiots stop what they're doing. And that's what I'm going to do. If that sounds fun to you, exposing racists, then absolutely sub this channel. Let's have some fun. And it will be fun. All right. Any questions or anything from you guys today that aren't trolls? Took out Roy Valls. He's been a sub for a bit. He's been a sub for a bit, but he exposed himself today. But we're going to lose some subs. We'll lose subs who claim to be critical thinkers, but then come in here and spout their racist nonsense. You will not be included in this group of critical thinkers because you're not a critical thinker. You're not a serious person. Mega Cat Lamp, you got me to say some racist shit yesterday. Tell me what I said. Where's your receipts? Everybody focus on Mega Cat Lamp. He wants to be a star today. What did I say that was racist? It sounds to me like Mega Cat Lamp that you're confusing pointing out racism with actually being a racist. Because that's what white people think they're doing today. And when I say white people, I mean a small subsection of white people. Usually they wear red hats and red shirts. So yeah, let me know, Mega Cat Lamp. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got, Liberty saying racist? Come on, you better come with some receipts. You got exactly 10 seconds to show me receipts of what I said yesterday that was racist. Otherwise, you're gone. Thank you, Demi. Love you. No, never said it. Never said it. Never said it. Let me tell you something, Magic Cat Lamp, okay? If you're one of these clowns who comes in here and does your little troll where, can you give a shout out to this person, and you divide a word up and try to make it something else and then make somebody say the word, what a moron you are. What a moron you are. Okay, you got 10 more seconds, Magic Cat Lamp, or you're out of here. No, Magic Cat Lamp, there ain't no way to send it to me. You know why? Because you're gone. You're gone. You ain't gaslighting Liberties, brother. It's the last thing you're going to do. All right. Yeah. I mean, I really can't believe these comments that people think that they can just, George Simic, picture of his dog. They just visited the Obama library. Call in the fire department with water hoses. So many future doctors and engineers there. Just a gathering, though. Yeah, Ben, so many doctors and engineers. There couldn't be any doctors and engineers in a group of black people, could there? Could there, Ben? Mm, 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 mm. Gross. Gross. Disgusting. There we go. Fighting back, Demi. Thank you. Thank you, Demi. Demi, a new sub coming in here fighting for Liberties. Thank you. I hope you're ready for some great content, and welcome to the team. Welcome to the team of people with common sense. You're gone. You're gone. Yeah, Demi, thank you. Thank you for being one of the good ones. All right. Now, we're going to flip it. All right, we're going to flip it. Yes, Sam, you're still in the chat. I know you, brother. I ain't taking you out of here. All right. Now, what I'm going to do with this, actually, I'm going to go over to my neighbor over here, my black neighbor who's just moved in. And I'm going to show him these, and I might film it. I might film it. I might ask him, you want to do an interview? And I'm going to let him see these, what I printed up this morning, and we're going to see how he responds to that. What do y'all think about that? We'll do that. We'll go let my black neighbor have a chance to respond to the nonsense that people are putting on Facebook today. What's the topic of discussion? Well, it was racism, but we're moving on past racism. We're moving on past it, and what's the topic for today? Topic for today is going to be empathy. Empathy. That's going to be the topic for today. Don't bro, LO, expose these trolls. You just earned a sub. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you, Frank. Sad boomer. Straight on to white guilt. What are you talking about, white guilt, brother? What are you talking about, white guilt, Ted? Let's talk about that, Ted. Ted, I have no white guilt at all. None. The people who want to come in here and say, "Oh, white guilt. Oh, he's such a he's so embarrassed of his race, white guilt." I don't have any white guilt, brother, because those people who enslave people, I don't even know them. All right. It may have been some people in my family many generations ago, but guess what? That ain't me. I'm part of the solution, not part of the problem. All right. Eventually, you got to stand up and end it. You got to cut the racism off and say, okay, it ends right there. It ends right there. And in my generation, in my family, it's ended quite a while ago. Quite a while ago. What does that mean, bro? Ted, what does that even mean? All right, guys, we're coming into, hey, we're on hump day already. I know yesterday was back to work, and I know a lot of you were like, oh, back to work after a 3-day weekend. But you made it through yesterday, and you're going to make it through today. It's 9:21 on Wednesday, and then it's going to be downhill to the weekend. You got Thursday and Friday. We're going to do this together, guys. We're going to have a wonderful weekend. Summer opening up. Time to get out and touch grass. Get out from behind the keyboard. Actually go out and talk to people. Oh, look at Ted. It means you occupy a corner chair while a big black guy pleasures your old lady. Okay. That's the weirdest comment I think I've ever seen. Weirdest comment I think I've ever seen. Ted. Is that a sexual fantasy of yours, Ted? You can come in here and share with the world that you have a sexual fantasy of watching a black guy screw your wife. Hey, man, perfectly okay with me if that's your sexual fantasy, Ted. I'm a very open-minded person. Very open-minded. If that's how you get your rocks off, then more power to you, brother. Breaking into a country has illegally has consequences. When the cat fat, are you on topic here? When the cat fat, we weren't even talking about that. Well, we can talk about it. How it does have a consequence. It's called a misdemeanor. So yeah, you're right. It does have consequences. You will get charged with a misdemeanor. The real question is, do you prep the bull and do cleanup duty? Wow. So what? So you're calling a black man a bull? That's a new one on me, man. Wow. It sounds like you're really into this, Ted. Sounds like you know all your words, you know all your details on it. Ted, have you got one of those planned for this weekend? Ted, what's going on, Ted? You got something planned this weekend for your wife? I've never heard a black man called a bull before. That's very interesting. How many bulls are you going to give your wife this weekend, Ted? How many is she allowed to have? Oh, what's the matter, Ted Burglar? You not able to satisfy the sister? Sounds like you've got a ton of cuck experience. That's what I've said, Sim. Guys coming in here giving details. I wasn't ready for all that kind of talk this morning. I mean, this is a morning 9:25 in the morning chat, and he's talking about setting up a birthday present for his wife. I don't understand it. Demi, I wish I could. I can't put you as a mod because I'm on StreamYard right now. But Demi, if I pop back up on through the regular stream through YouTube, I will absolutely make you a mod. Demi, here's the thing, Demi. Okay, you're going to learn this about this channel. Okay, I come in here in the morning. In the morning time, we come in here to get subs. That's what we do. We talk about the daily news from the day before. It pisses off a lot of people, and but we get a lot of subs. We get a lot of trolls, but our sub numbers keep going up, and they are helping out our cause. And what is our cause, you might ask? Our cause is kindness. Our cause is kindness. Our cause is not red versus blue. It's 1%, the 1% up top versus you. That's our entire message. Our entire message is wake up every day and treat other individuals like they're humans with kindness. Because as a human, as a male white man, I don't consider myself better than any other race out there. I don't consider myself smarter. I don't consider myself better in any way. Okay, because I'm a human being who was created by someone, and I understand that we're all created equal. A lot of people don't think we're created equal. A lot of people seem to think that white people, we got a Christian nationalist movement in this country. Now, when you hear that term Christian nationalist, all you have to do is really change that from Christian nationalist to white nationalist, because that's what they really are. Because no one who hides behind racism can consider themselves Christians. You're not a Christian. If you go online and you post negative things about black people, just for no reason, just because you want to, then you're definitely not a Christian. Definitely not a Christian. So we're going to throw out the Christian nationalist, and we're going to call you what you really are, a white nationalist. That's what you really are. We're all human beings. Thank you. If you don't agree with him, he will come at you with a bat. No, I never said that. I never said that. Never said that. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. What I did say is that if I was to come across a Chud the Builder out in public, calling someone the N-word, yeah, I'd be doing some jail time that day. That's what I'm saying. So don't go around spouting the N-word to African Americans and you'll never have to worry about a bat across your head, will you? Ominous, you want to put words in my mouth, brother? We're a new breed, brother. We're a new breed of progressive people out here. We've stood back long enough while you called us all cucks and you called us all wimps and you called us all pussies. We've stood back and we've allowed that to happen for much too long. And now we're standing up to you and we're letting you know, number one, we ain't afraid of you. Number two, we will hunt you down and expose you for being the racist that you are. That's my life goal, is to spread kindness and expose the cockroaches out there who continue to be racist and cause problems for my black brothers and sisters out here in Memphis, Tennessee. I got your back. I got your back, guys. I got your back, brothers and sisters. I got your back, Mexicans. I got your back, gay people. I got the backs of any marginalized group in this country. I have your back. Liver Cheese has your back. So go ahead and hit that sub button and let's do this together. Let's have some fun exposing these clowns for what they are. Yeah, I started noticing the trend a couple weeks ago. I saw a post here in Memphis, and it said that there was a teen takeover at a park here in Memphis. So I was like, what's a teen takeover? And I started doing a little more research, and I see it's all black people out there. So I'm like, well, that's interesting. And all the comments were like, oh, they're up to no good. They're going to cause trouble. They're going to cause violence. Well, I did a little more research into it, and that teen takeover that they were talking about was a college group from the University of Memphis. Yes, college-educated kids from the University of Memphis decided to have a get-together at a park here in Memphis. They all showed up, and they're labeled as a teen takeover, up to no good. Yeah, I saw that. See, that's the kind of shit I see, but a lot of other people don't, with their eyes closed, don't see. It's a double standard. It's a double standard. Had that been a giant group of white kids, not a damn thing would have been done. All right, what else we got? We want any more truth or we want some happiness? What are we going to do? Should we flip it real quick? Let's flip it straight to the happiness and love. How about that? We're going to show you that we leave these scumbags behind. And leave them behind. Guys, I know there's a lot of strife in here, and I came in hot and heavy this morning on a mission. Sometimes you have to do those things. And today was one of those days. Now, here's the time where we leave those clowns behind and we move forward into the positivity and love and kindness. So, speaking on that, is there anyone out there who has a wonderful story they want to share about their own lives or their weekend coming up or an accomplishment or anything else that you want to toot your own horn about? Now's the time to do it, because I'm going to give you the time. I flipped this into love mode and we're moving forward, leaving behind the racist scum. Back to life. 50 years of fentanyl research have given us the first AI integrated, fully sentient bot worth 6 million. Processing speeds, pregnant women detection. That's kind of scary, Don Hunted. I couldn't read it all. Hyper strengthen the carbon fiber, neck upgrades, counterfeit money printer with direct auto bags. With a Neuroflex data hustle chip, Galagas. Hellcat Y. I can't read that. The dude in here copy and pasting his messages seems to be on something. I just bought a Tony. What's up, New York cat? You just bought a Tony Iommi 1997 signature. Is that a guitar? Is that a guitar, brother? Buddy Chris, is that a guitar? I want to hear about that. You just bought a guitar. Let's talk about it. Yes. When Microsoft brought back in the form of, I can't read some of that stuff, man. It's not translating. Are you copy pasting? It's not translated. Don. Okay, now we got a troller. Don, what are you doing, bro? Please mute him or something in spam. You're in the grass right now? Nice. Nice. It's been wet here. I want to go and lay down in a patch of grass with you there, New York, but man, it's been wet and pretty nasty for the last week here in Memphis. I does not come on now. Come on. Did you beat up any cops on January 6th? No, man. No, I didn't do that. And I'm not looking for, and I don't have $1 million paycheck coming to me either. Even if I did have $1 million paycheck coming for me, I would not beat up cops. It's been really dry here where I reside in Florida. It's raining in Texas. It's raining on Sunday, storming like crazy. We'll hide under the covers all afternoon. And baby, whatever comes on Monday can take care of itself, 'cause we've got better things that we can do when it's raining on Sunday. Sorry, I had to take a pause there. Really dry in Florida. That's unusual. Seems like the good times was before social media, when people had to watch the news to find out what's going on. I'm 31, and I prefer that. I hear you there. Thank you. It's okay. We're getting some regular comments here, guys. That's lovely when you go straight from one controversial topic into love. It's a wonderful thing. And the views go down. But that's okay. Thank you for the roses, Mary. Buddy Chris, got a microphone and music notes. Raining up here in Nova Scotia too. Nova Scotia, nice. You're a hippie joke. Thank you. Thank you for the heart and kiss, Marie. I appreciate it. Marie, you are such a kind person. Thank you very much. Marie, a little bit about me though. These trolls, they seem like they get me. Sometimes I get a little tilted, but at the end of the day, their opinions really mean dick to me, okay? Because I get so many more kind comments like from people like you, Marie, or Mary, however you pronounce it, that it just overshadows all those troll comments, okay? Because you have the real comments, and I appreciate it. Nova Scotia, what's up, Rolito? James D says, "God bless America." Yes, God bless America, there, son. God bless America. I'll highlight that. All right, and we run all the roaches off. Well, not all of them. They're still in here, I'm sure, but all right. With that being said, guys, I do want you to have a wonderful, wonderful day as we head into the weekend. How can you do that? Just talk to people. Just go out and talk to people. Take a chance, talk to that teller that or that cashier or whoever you run into today. who might be a stranger to you, don't be afraid. Don't be a fear-based person. Walk over and start a conversation with just random people. Beautiful things happen when you do that. Beautiful, wonderful things happen when you do that. Trust me on this. I'm here to let you guys know. Spread that kindness, spread that love. Traitor. Traitor. Who's a traitor, Samuel? Samuel misspelled. Samuel misspelled. Who's your traitor? Who's a traitor? I'm a cashier. I love when people talk to me first. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you know, I used to work in retail many years, and it would break up my day. You know, you're doing the same thing over and over in a retail environment. You're either stocking or you're helping a customer. You're always doing something. Always, at least the places I've worked. So every now and then when a customer comes in and you have a little conversation with them, maybe you're helping them to pick something out, or maybe you're just commenting on a shirt or their shoes or their hat or their aura. Maybe they just have a wonderful aura. Let them know that they have a wonderful aura. Those kind of things change your entire day. Okay, it gives you the energy you need to move forward when you have a great interaction with another human being. So thank you for that, New York cat. I agree 100%. I try to do that every day. Stay strapped if you're going through the ape exhibit. I manage lube shops here in Texas, and I hate it when people talk to me because it's usually something bad. LOL. Okay, you run a lube shop. Lube shops? Buddy. And when people talk to you, they talk about bad things. You can flip the script on them. Flip the script. Bring up your dog or your cat or something. Shut your nog. Jewelry and stuff like that too. Yes, talk about their jewelry, earrings, anything. I mean, imagine it, guys. You go out in public. Maybe you're wearing a new pair of earrings. You know, and you waited on those earrings for so long. They finally got to you, and they look wonderful on you. And you go out, and you're maybe you swing your head around a little bit to get the earrings noticed or whatever. But it feels good when people look at your brand new earrings and tell you, "Oh, those look wonderful on you," or "Oh, I love your earrings." That's good stuff. You know, my wife has bought shirts before, and she couldn't wait to wear them to work. And then she comes home. I'm like, "How many people talked about your shirt today?" "Nobody said anything." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I think your shirt's amazing." But yeah, it's just simple human interactions. That's the key to getting through all this hard times, all this BS that we're going through right now. And we're not going to talk about the billionaires up top. We usually do, but we're not going to today. We're going to talk about spreading love. And I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a real quick story to cap off the stream. To bookend it, if you will. Okay. When I was 29 years old, I lost my father to a heart attack. Was not ready for it. No one's ever ready for that. But when it happens in that quickly, it really scrambles your brain and screws your entire life up, to be honest with you. But I bring this up for a reason, because 2 years before my dad passed away, my grandmother passed away. And he loved his mom. He loved her to no end, and I loved her. My Nana was a wonderful person. We called her Nana. She passed away. I was fortunate enough to be there when she did with my father, so I could be there with him during this very difficult time for the entire family. Okay, so what happened next was everybody was getting ready for her funeral. So they were, everybody, how you do a funeral. You get the pictures ready. You throw up the pictures so that everybody can see, her life that she led and what she looked like younger and happier times. It's a normal tradition. We do it for ourselves, and to honor that person who's passed away. So I knew that had hurt my dad really badly, really, really badly. It was going to be tough for him to recover for losing his mom. So what I did was I decided I'm going to write a poem. I'm going to write a poem for my dad about my grandmother. And the poem was about planting seeds and beautiful things. I don't know the exact, I wish I could find it. I gave it to my dad at her funeral. He saw it and he took it up to the minister at the graveside services and handed it to the minister. I didn't know this was going to happen, and asked the minister to read it. Now, the first things first, I got a little pissed off because the minister, he didn't know what he was about to read. And he said, in accordance with God's word, before he read my poem. And that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I'm like, this ain't about God. This ain't about none of that stuff. You don't have to throw your religion into this. This is a personal message from me to my grandmother and to my dad. Okay, now, but the poem was about how beautiful things never die. All right, beautiful things never die because a beautiful thing sprouts and it spreads its seeds to other people. And you do that through kindness, through kind deeds. You're spreading your love, you're spreading your personality to other people. So, in my poem, what I was saying was beautiful people never die. They never die. Their seeds live on in other people's hearts. They grow. These people grow. My grandmother might have done something nice to another person, and she's not here to see the results. But that person's part my grandmother. My grandmother said some things, did some things to lift them up. And so she never really dies. And that's the thing about kindness. We go out every day and we're like Johnny Appleseed. Okay, we spread our kindness in our deeds. Now, my dad surprised me by having that read, and I realized how important it was to my dad. Well, 2 years later, my dad passed away, and I had to read that to other people. The poem that he had read at his mother's funeral, I had to read to my family again. And the point I want to make is be a good person. Your legacy, people talk about our legacies all the time. They talk about what kind of legacy am I going to leave behind? And if you're talking like that, then that's generally a good thing. That generally means you want to leave the world a better place than when you got here. So all I'm saying to you guys is be a Johnny Appleseed. Be a Johnny Appleseed every day. You don't have to have a lot of money to help humanity. All you really have to do is go out there and be a kind person throughout the day. And as you do these things, you're planting seeds in these people's hearts. Even if it's not conversation, even if they just see an action by you, a kind action. I've done kind actions and had people come up to me 10, 20 minutes later and say, hey, I saw what you did earlier. Thank you for doing that. So that's what I'm saying. If you're worried about what kind of legacy you're going to leave behind, what better legacy can you leave behind than love? What better legacy can you leave behind than love? So go out there today and plant those seeds. We need to do it every day. And it's not a difficult thing to do. Again, it helps you out. It helps your day go by great. And at night, you can lay your head down knowing that you did some wonderful things during the day. And you didn't have to spend a cent of your money to do so. Be a Johnny Appleseed. Spread that love. Spread that kindness. All right. Now, you might not be here to see the end results, but there will be end results of you spreading your kindness because you never really die. You never really die. If I die right now, if I die in the next 5 minutes, you know what? I've got 4,300 people in here that I've got as subs that at least one time in all my videos, I've said something to them that's going to help them out. So my legacy lives on, and yours can too. All you got to do is spread those seeds of love, and you never die. Really a personal story there. I'm glad. Hopefully I don't have a ton of trolls. I'm going to go down and read the comments, but I wanted to share that with you. I thought it bookended the entire racist thing. You know, the racist comments. I thought that was a good bookend to that. And tell you all, you don't have to be those things. And I'll even reach out and extend my hand. If you have been those things, then guess what? You can turn it around right here, right now. You can flip your entire world right here, right now. Your entire world view, you can flip on its head right here, right now. And I want to be here to see it. I really want to be here to see it. No one's a lost cause. A lot of times I ban people out of here, and you know, I'm not the one to flip them. Maybe somebody else will, but they weren't listening to me, so I got to cut them loose. I did everything I could. They're not going to come in here and hijack my platform to just spew nonsense on here. Thank you, Gen Express. You're a good man. Thank you. What do you mean, bro? Spread love, bro. All you're doing is getting in people's way, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Pirate. Thank you for that comment. I just give a heartfelt, real story from my life about something I created that hopefully will help a lot of people. And you just want to come on here, bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's not your stream, man. It's not your stream. Move on. I think the racist comments are funny, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Have money or not, you have the same depth, 6 feet grave, rich or poor. Exactly. Oh, we already hijacked it. Racists are never funny. You created a scam. Racist jokes can be funny sometimes, but in reality, it's not okay when it leads to further hatred and possible crimes against said people. That's a very good. I'm going to show that one on stage. We're going to put that one up. New York Cat, you bring up a great point there. Bring up a great point. You know, I'm a First Amendment guy, so I will tell you context is everything. Context is everything. It's okay to laugh at differences between races. It's okay to make jokes, but it's all about context. You know when something's hurtful and when it's not hurtful. You should know that. Being an adult, there should be no excuses. You should be able to read a joke and go, yeah, that's very offensive. I don't think I'll be using that one. Or, you know, you could be around a group of black people and you could make jokes about how they're loud in movie theaters. You know, it's all about the context, guys. Authenticity. Hijacked brain in, right. If you want to be racist and make fun of someone else, go stand in the mirror and make fun of yourself. Exactly. Get that comment off the screen now. Oh, we got another little joker in here, huh? Video Gamer 13. You want to be a star, bro? What do you have to say today, Video Gamer 13? Eat it. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh. Video Gamer 13 with the eat it. Ooh. Burn. I have a lot of friends. All races. I make fun of my friends all the time. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Your friends. Gamer has Arrested Development. They do all the crimes. Oh, they do all the crimes. Okay, here we go. Video Gamer. We got a live one here, guys. We got a live one here with Video Gamer 3. We got a feelings-based person. They do all the crimes. It's one thing we don't do here, brother, is blanket statements. Good in whose eyes? Everyone has different views of what's good and what's not. What's good right now might not be good 100 for years from now. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Hey, brother, my stream now. Bye. Who's doing all the crimes? The white, mentally unstable mass shooters. Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to come in and talk about how black people do a certain percentage of the crimes, yet they're only 13% of the population. Yeah, we know the old story. We know. And you don't want to talk about systemic racism because you say systemic racism does not exist. Yet I have 5 pages right here that prove you otherwise, that prove you wrong. All racist comments right here from a Facebook post this morning. Shall I read you some? Oops, Video Gamer is getting his ass handed to him. Well, he's gone now. The minute he said my channel now, I deleted his dumb ass. I should have toyed with him a little bit. I should have treated him like a cat treats a mouse, bat him around a little bit before they make him their dinner. Treat them like a toy for a little bit. But, we're not going to do that. I just did a heartfelt story it was from deep within my soul. And I wanted to share that message, and hopefully you guys spread that message too. Be a Johnny Appleseed. But no, he wants to come in and piss in my Cheerios. Hope all is well, man. What's up, William? It's not all well, William, because San Antonio last night took out the Spurs, but that's okay. Because if it was going to be the Spurs and the Knicks in the championship, it was going to be tough for me to decide because I like both those teams. But if Oklahoma City advances, oh yeah, I might be wearing New York Knicks gear. Despise Oklahoma City. Despise them. Everything about them. The team, the players, the way they play. Don't like any of it. Any of it at all. So it will be fun watching the Knicks take down the mighty Thunder. If the Thunder do make it to it's not over yet. It's not over yet. San Antonio's still got something to prove on Thursday night in San Antonio. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Part of me's kind of like, oh, let's go ahead and let Oklahoma City knock my Spurs out. That way we can see them get gang rushed in the NBA Finals. You missed the story. I'm a marine biologist. We work around the world with amazing, beautiful creatures who all have a right to be here as much as anybody. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Star comment. Thank you, David. You missed the story. D. Jillian, it's too much to get into today, brother. We've been going for over an hour and 45 minutes, something like that. It was just a racial thing that happened. We're really focusing in on minorities and fraud with minorities, but we don't seem to be focusing in on fraud with billionaires or the white men up top who rape kids, the pedophiles up top. We want to focus on SNAP benefits. We want to focus on, everybody who gets welfare must be terrible. And let me tell you something, that Stephen Miller clown who came on last night talking about we can balance our budget by going into our safety net programs and getting rid of the fraud. You're a joke, Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller his last name should be Nazy, because that's exactly what he is. He's 100% a Nazi. He's telling you Americans, hey, let's all focus on the poor people. Let the billionaires continue to do what they want to do. It's only the poor people that are gaming the system. Open up your eyes, guys. It's as clear as day. He'll be dealt with. Stephen Miller will be dealt with. He will be dealt with. That's true. That's true, New York Kitty. It is just a game. Ain't no love in Oklahoma. Luke Combs, Trump Nation. I like what you were doing. It's a good message, but you lost me when you said the preacher tried to make it about God. It is all about God. Goodness comes from within them. I mean, I have a reason to be upset about that. That was my poem to my grandmother that I gave to my dad, who gave to him graveside. He really doesn't have to add any messages about God into that. If you don't think that that message that I gave about spreading kindness like seeds is, if you don't think that that's in accordance with God, then I don't want to know your God, because that's simply kindness. The largest welfare waste in the billionaires' clubhouse, trafficking, MAGA stupidity. I'm from the States, but on tour in the UK. We have 2 weeks before we head to Belfast, Ireland. That sounds cool, Demi. World traveler. I love it, man. And you know, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, Demi, because here in the States, we have a lack of travelers. We have a lack of people who like to travel internationally. And therein lies one of the problems. If you don't get out and explore the world and you stay in your own little bubble for 40, 50 years, you're never going to advance as a human being. You're never going to meet other cultures. You're never going to understand, oh, those bullshit lies that they put about them on the news aren't true. They're only true in certain situations. That's not all of them. That's what traveling does, man. That's what traveling does. It makes you open up your eyes and realize, you know, I'm not the most important person on the planet. I'm really not. My country's not necessarily the greatest country on the planet. Is that such a terrible thing to say? So continue traveling, Demi. Traveling, stay curious. Even if it's just with your job or whatever, just stay curious. Wherever you travel, talk to people, get to know the locals there, and expand your life. Hey, everybody, join me in telling Pirate here. Bye-bye, Pirate. Have a nice hate-filled life. Bye, Pirate. Enjoy your hate highway. We'll be on the love train over here on the side. Hard to figure out why Trump disses other countries like Canada. They don't want to visit the States. Ask Las Vegas about that. Ooh, that's a good point there, David. David, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I'm going to sit back. What are y'all getting all ornery for this morning? There's nothing over there. It's just the same dog you bark at every day. It's Reagan. We have a dog across the way that every day they act like it's a new dog. David Danny. Great point. Great point. Let's talk about how tourism in the United States has gone down tremendously because nobody wants to come visit us. Why would they want to come visit us when we have all this strife and hate going on in our country? They don't. Now, as far as Las Vegas goes, I can sit back and watch Las Vegas burn to the ground. There's no love lost for me in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a cesspit of greed and just disgusting behavior. The last time I went to Las Vegas, I vowed I'll never go back to Las Vegas again, because in Las Vegas, any spot, any move that you make anywhere is going to cost you $50. It's all about the money in Vegas. They don't, I mean, they make it clear as day. If you don't have $20 for a drink down, walking down the strip, then you're a loser. You're a loser if you don't spend $20 on a drink, if you don't spend $200 for a concert, if you don't spend $50 for every single meal that you have in Las Vegas, under this guise that you can do whatever you want to do. Oh, Vegas, you can do whatever you want to do. Well, yeah, but you better have a fat ass pocket full of money if you're going to be doing whatever you want to do. So as far as I'm concerned, I can sit back and just watch Vegas burn to the ground. I'll be drinking a beer, just watching the fire and just going, wow, would you look at that? Look what happens to greed. Look what greed does to people. Traveling has been incredibly beneficial to me. I've met so many amazing people who have given me a great perspective on life. Demi, exactly. Exactly. You get it, man. You're a world traveler. World travelers tend to not be racist. You might go to a country that you hate. You know, I see a lot of travelers on YouTube that go to India. And you know, India, a lot of people don't like India. India's got a lot of problems, man. It's smelly. You know, they got sewage out in the open. They got a lot of issues in India. But at the end of the day, I think most people who meet Indian people think that their people are all right. It's not necessarily their people, it's their situation. So thank you for that, Demi. I don't own a lot. Most people have more than I got, but yeah, again, I may have more than some people may have as well. It's a great way to look at things. It's me. Definitely focus on the things that you do have and enjoy the things that you do have. You know, I'm broke as a joke. I'm broke as a joke. Sometimes I got to think about. I definitely got to think about my dollars and my entertainment dollars. Entertainment dollars. What's that? But the things that I do have, I cherish. I cherish my wife. I cherish my dogs. I cherish my house. I cherish the people around me. And if you have that, then you're kind of rich already. All right, we're having a good one today, guys. This is a good one. This is a good talk. This is a damn good talk. Bye, pirate. You can choose to bucket water in and sink us all, or you can pell it out. Survival used to be the number one priority, but now it seems like we value politics more. Good stuff, New York. Yeah, bye, pirate, you dog. Bye, pirate, you dog. Bye. Go home, you're stoned. It's clear to me you have never been to Russia. That's worth visiting. You can actually fit 2.5 Americans inside of it. I'm not saying I don't make money. I travel on my boat, but I do my job because I love money. Means nothing to me. David, that's a good point. I want to talk to you about that, okay? David, when I come in here and I jump on billionaires, a lot of people automatically assume that I think that people shouldn't be rich. That's not the case. I don't assume, that's not what I'm trying to say. If you worked hard for what you have, I'm proud of you for working for what you have. I do not want to take anything that you have away. I'm talking about corporate billionaires who refuse to pay their workers a livable wage because they want another yacht. That's what I'm talking about. How much is too much? I mean, eventually you got to look in your bank account. Not you, David. But what I want to say is I'm not just coming after rich people. I'm just telling you, and I'm telling the world that the billionaires up top, the CEOs who refuse to pay taxes, those are the ones I'm talking about. I'm sure you pay your taxes, David. I got nothing bad to say about you or your boats, brother. Enjoy them. Pirate just needed something good to happen before they see the truth. I wish them the best of luck in life because the hatred that was displayed in here had to come from someone mistreating them. That's a good point there too. Good point there. And you don't have to be that way. No, that's the whole thing. You don't have to do that. Everywhere it's about money. Well, we're going to change that. Why wouldn't you just have your own flask filled with alcohol? Who says I don't? My wife is from Ukraine, Russia. It's the last place you want to visit. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't want to visit Russia. That you're right about that. Especially now, Putin's lost his damn mind over there, guys. I think we're going to be. I don't know, man. I'm a little worried about Ukraine because Putin seems like he's a little tilted right now. And he's just bombing for no reason. He's just bombing. He wants to kill as many people as possible before he has to pull out. The Russians are going to get some land. I mean, that's just going to wind up happening, unfortunately. Ukraine's fought and fought and fought and fought. But eventually, I think the bottom line is they're going to have to give up a little land. I hate it for them. I don't think they should give up any of it. I'm a sailboat, so I don't really give a shit about going on vacations. You have a sailboat. Everybody has their struggles in life, and I know there's some sort of reason for anger and racist hatred is learned from somewhere. Yeah, we're not born that way. We're definitely not born that way. And they've done the studies to prove it. They've absolutely done the studies. We're not born racist. We're taught that. And unfortunately, right now, there's a lot of that being taught in this country. So we got to get on our P's and Q's and make sure that we put an end to that. Get on our P's and Q's. Traveling is fun, actually. You have a good adventure, meet interesting people. Yeah, hell no. The love of money is the root, not just money. Gratitude. Yes, it is the love of money. Gratitude. I love the way you put things. That's why I'm a sub. Thank you. It's me. I love that you're here. Sick ass beard. Yeah, it is pretty sick. And nasty. Bro, with my respect, any chance you buy a trimmer, sir? I got an issue with that right now, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to take care of it today, though. My beard and mustache trimmer, I've lost the charger for. So, and I got to find a charger. I know the charger's in here somewhere. I just have to find it. Because this is getting a little out of control here. Sorry you have to look at it, guys. Honestly, I only have like 1K right now, and I'm saving up for a new car. I'm only 20, so I have a lot of things that I like to do. Plenty of opportunities. Yeah. Well, I wish you luck on getting that car. Cars are difficult to come by these days, unfortunately, because all the corporate greed up top has made it where now, if you want to go out, here's my suggestion for you, New York Cat. Save you up some money, save you up a little more. You ain't going to go to a car lot, okay? You ain't going to go to CarMax or anything like that. CarMax is on my bad side. CarMax is on my bad side because that's predatory loans. That's what CarMax is doing. CarMax is taking 5-6-year-old cars and taking advantage of people who have less money and putting them with notes that are $600 for a 7-year-old car, 5, 6, 7 years old. That's what CarMax is doing. So they're no friend of the poor, CarMax. So I would tell you just save up as much as you can. Have a little sock drawer over there. Put in $5-10 every time you can. And hell, that's how we paid for my wedding. That's how we paid for my wedding. We had a little sock drawer. Anytime we came home with any cash or we cashed a check or something, we'd put 10, 20 bucks in there. Next thing you know, you open up that drawer and you got $3,000 or $4,000 in there. So what I would tell you is get up to about 3,000. If you can't wait that long and you have to get a beater for 1,000, then you got to use Craigslist. You got to use Craigslist and you got to find the people who are selling cars individually. Find the grandmother, find the family that just had a grandmother pass away and their car's sitting in there and they just want to get rid of the car. Opportunities are out there. You're just going to have to really, really hone in and look. Don't get frustrated, New York Cat. Don't get frustrated at that. That's a difficult thing, finding a car in today's day and age without having a pocket full of money. But don't get frustrated. It's going to happen for you. All right? What else we got? Who cares anymore? Sometimes I feel that way, but we got to care. Yeah, Russia's small and needs more land. Human greed is unbelievable. Good morning, North Star Alpha. What's up? Brand new mod in here. North Star Alpha. You've missed an entertaining one this morning, North Star. The beard is fucking primal, brother. Don't ever be embarrassed of being a man. Man, what a compliment, brother. What a compliment there from RM22. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're going to see liver cheese. I'm going to be unkempt a lot of days. Some days you might actually look at me and go, hey, liver cheese not a bad look in the eye. Other days you're going to look at me and go, oh, liver cheese looking really homeless today. It's just who I am, man. I appreciate that comment. Not all Russians are bad, but the government running it, people need to realize that. I realize that, man. I know there's good Russians. I know there's good Russians out there. I watch any of you guys watch the pred catchers, the guys that go out and catch the people who are, trying to do disgusting things with young kids. There's one group, it's a very large group, and one of the guys is Russian. And boy, he don't put up with shit. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. He does not like child molesters. He's not a fan. So I like that guy. You might know who I'm talking about. Yeah, without a doubt. You can't put them all in one basket. Even North Korea. North Korea, it's easy to say, oh, their people are bad. Their people aren't bad. A lot of their people are brainwashed by their government. So, but yeah, you can't lump them all together. I have connections to people that can get me a good deal or their old car. They don't drive anymore. Good. I'm glad you got some connections there, New York. New York, I'll tell you another thing. Get you a connection with a good mechanic. If you can find you a good mechanic and you can keep them on the side, and maybe, especially if you can find one that'll travel to where you're at to work on your vehicle, hang on to them. They don't come along very often. Hang on to a good mechanic. Knowing a good mechanic, it's going to lead you a long way in life. It's a very important thing to have. If you have a mechanic that's taking advantage of you, you need to get another mechanic. I'm in the same boat as New York Cat. Love the hat. Trilogy Media. Nyan Cat is a meme. It doesn't stand for New York. I know you said you don't care and you continue to call me New York, but it's just not correct. Nyan Kitty is not a meme for New York. Oh. All right. I'll stop that, Nyan Kitty. I see it now, Nyan Kitty. I just see, I go fast, so I'll read the New York and Kitty Cat. And you've told me that before. Nyan Cat's man. So what do you want me to call you, Nyan Cat? You just want me to call you Nyan? I'll just call you Nyan Cat. My apologies, Nyan. This morning we've had a lot of emotion in here. And when emotion runs wild, I tend to not fully read sometimes. So we got our wires crossed a little bit, Nyan. From now on, you're Nyan. I have a friend that works on engines and stuff. I also have an interest in small motors. Nyan, I like the cut of your jib. Have you ever heard that? I like the cut of your jib. You're 20 years old and you're out there making it happen down there in Florida. Struggling like anyone else does. But you're going to keep your nose to the grindstone and you're going to be successful. I'm calling it now. Yeah, I said you can call me Cat before, but it's okay. Nyan is good too. It's what people call me on Xbox. Xbox, what games you playing? Cat. What games you playing on Xbox, Cat? I'm also Gen X. We were the last cool generation. Coolest generation. Well, Magic. Cat's not too bad. She's 20 years old. I know what you're saying, man. I have slot cars that need fixing, please. Is that a real statement? You know, I'm gonna share a story with you, Kevin. I'm a picker. I'm an American picker. That's what I do. I go out and I pick things and I resell them. And I was never fully aware how valuable slot cars are. Slot cars have good value. Whenever I see slot cars out now, I don't even think twice. I pick them up, put them in my basket, go over and scan them. Usually they're worth something. I remember as a kid, I would try to fix my slot cars. They had those two metal pieces on the bottom, and you could somehow mess with those a little bit and get them in the proper position. And if you got them in the proper position, your car ran. So just letting you know that slot cars, I understand, man, they're very valuable. Kevin, good parents that are Gen X. Ha ha ha. I'm in need of a good Yoda mechanic. It's a Yoda mechanic. Crazy, huh? You have a nice pair of new glasses. Looks good on you. Yes, I really appreciate you. I play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Wow. Yeah, man. Yeah. Is that still on Play Pass? Is Deliverance 2 on Play Pass? Because I had Play Pass and I was playing one of them. It might have been the first one. That's a heck of a game, man. That's a heck of a game. It's a difficult game. Very difficult game. In case y'all don't know what she's talking about, Kat, there's a game called Kingdom Come where you play this guy. I can't think of his name. But he's really a nobody. You know, he's a nobody. You have to build this guy up. You have to make him fight. It's such a great game, man, because the fighting mechanics in it, it's as close to real life as you can get. And it's frustrating as hell. I love games, open world games where you can solve problems and go into battles in multiple different ways. You can be stealth-like. You can go in, and you almost have to be stealth-like in Kingdom Come, from what I remember. You go in guns a-blazing, you ain't gonna last very long, or arrows a-blazing. Yeah, Henry, that's who it is. Yeah. Hey guys, what's up, Big Five, Big K? You missed a good conversation, man. We were exposing racists today, but we're past all that now. We're on to the positive part. So good of you to jump in the positive parts. It's been an interesting morning, Big K. It's been an interesting morning. Yeah, the guy's name is Henry. I love Henry. He's pretty much worthless at the beginning. That's what I love about him. He just got this look on his face, like, what am I doing? Why am I here? He's not this big badass hero. And I love that game for that. I love it. But if Kingdom Come 2 is back on Play Pass, I might actually re-up my Play Pass subscription so I can play it. Ghost of Tsushima and Grand Theft Auto Badass. I agree, both of those games are really good. There's a lot in the story, and I like to find, you hear my dogs, I like to find a lot of hidden details and such like that. Yeah, that's the game to do it. Oh boy. So you probably like Skyrim too, right? Skyrim's that kind of game. Think about those big games like that, guys. I love them. Skyrim, I don't even know how many hours I devoted to that game. But I don't know. It seems to get more difficult to devote that much time to games. You know, when you're having to deal with all the craziness in the world around you, it's hard to devote, you know, a good 3 or 4 hours for a playthrough to get on there and really advance in the game. I still try, but oh, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, oh Lord, that's going to be crazy. I still don't have a next gen system, so I'll have to get one. I'm open world too. I'm more of a PlayStation guy, but I've played other consoles. Thank you, North Star. Yes. Hey, dude, lovely to see you again with that glorious chin smock you have growing in. Tinfoil hat wearer. What's up, brother? Yeah, it's on Game Pass. Is it 2? The second part's on Game Pass? I did Game Pass for a while. I was actually streaming some Game Pass games. If you don't know, you don't have to have the latest Xbox to stream the games. I have an Xbox One S, I think, maybe. I think that's what it is. And we didn't get, what's the space game? I wasn't able to get the space game. The big, y'all remember the big space game that came out a couple years ago? Everybody was so crazy about, and then it wound up being not as good as what people thought. I can actually play that through Play Pass. And actually, guys, here's a word of advice. If you have a good smartphone, you can stream games, Xbox games on Xbox Play Pass without an Xbox. Yes. So if you want to go out and get you a D-pad controller to put on your phone and you want to play some Xbox games, then you can go pay your whatever it is, $18 a month, and jump on there and play Xbox games on your phone. It's possible. Later, Patriots. Have a great day. Nothing beats asteroids. Kevin coming. That was, in case you're wondering what that sound was, it was one of my dogs. Hey, guys, y'all need to calm the fuck down. Take it down. It's too early to be at a 10. You need to be at an 8 or a 7. All right? Calm it down. Nothing beats asteroids. I played asteroids the other day. I found a version of Reloaded Asteroids on one of the emulators, and I played that for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I get bored. I have a computer, but I really prefer Xbox. I started on PSP, then PS2. Xbox One OG, then 360, and then Xbox One Gen 2, and now Series S. Since they made it, I use cloud gaming a lot too on my phone. Yeah, I think I might have the Series S. I mean, it's a good Xbox. They just don't make the games for it anymore. It was one of the ones that they put out right before they put their new system out. It was the more advanced version of that system. I like mobile games. Free Fire is an okay game. It does surprisingly well for mobile. Free Fire. I'll have to look that one up. Is it on Google Play? I'll definitely have to look that up. Oh, I'll take this time, guys. I know everybody's got subscriptions out there. But I'm going to give you the one subscription that you need to pick up. Okay. If you have any time to play games on your phone, if you're in a situation where maybe even at work, on your break, you play mobile phone games or whatever, you absolutely want to go to Google Play, taking it you don't have an iPhone. You go to Google Play and you subscribe to their monthly Play Pass. Okay. It's $4.99 a month. And we have had that for 2 years, and there ain't no way we're getting rid of it. There ain't no way. There's too many good games on there that you can download for free without ads. That's what it is, a subscription service for their games on Google Play. Look it up. Best $4.99 you'll ever spend. Another thing I love about it, they give you bonus points. You get bonus play points, like you can open things up and they give you surprise bonus points. And then when you those bonus points add up, like right now I've got 512 bonus points. That's a $5 game. I can go and find any paid game that's $5 and I get that for free, on top of my already premium free games. So definitely look into that. I know everybody's got a subscription service to something and you're so tired of all these subscription services, but that's been one of my favorite. That one's kept me and my wife entertained. And the thing that's great about it is it's $4.99. You don't have to get it on two different phones. You can get it on one phone, and then your wife can play on her phone for $4.99 a month. Family share, where you can share the same games. It's really cool. Check it out. You ever heard of Excitebike? Yeah, I used to love Excitebike. Oh my God, guys. I loved Excitebike. I need to hunt it down and play it again. I bought my Series S when it came out and it was 300 USD and the Series X was 500. Yeah, I think it was the S that I've got. It's a white one. It's got kind of like a speaker looking thing up on top of it on one side. Yes, it's on Google Play. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. What's it called again? Fire. Oh, I missed this post. I took 3 poops today. Andre, thank you for coming in and sharing that, brother. That's good stuff, man. It could be good, could be bad. But maybe you're just clearing your system out. I'm assuming that it's not a diarrhea situation. So I'm assuming that's a positive comment. Clash of Clans. Yeah, I played that too. I played that. The only ones I'm not a big fan of. Well, there's a few I'm not a big fan of, but I'm not a big fan of tower defense games. I just don't like those. I don't like to feel like I'm being timed. I like a nice laid back game where I can make the decisions whenever I want to. No timers. I like match threes, but I don't like match threes that have timers. I love any type of strategy game. I love RPGs. I can't even tell you how many RPGs I have. I download an RPG. I'm like, I got to play this. And I wind up playing it for an hour. And then I wind up finding another RPG, old one, and playing that one. It's a problem. I like grid-based RPGs, like Final Fantasy Tactics. That's my kind of game. Hey, y'all take it out there, man. Take it out in the yard. No one wants to sub to your ex-wife's OF. Stop it. And take her glasses off, you degenerate. I already spend a lot on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It's $23.99. That's the reason I got rid of it. I remember now, they kept jacking the price up. I will tell you this, Kat, you can go on eBay and you can find 1 month subscriptions, 3 month subscriptions for considerably cheaper, but it's kind of a hassle. It's kind of a hassle because you can't have an active Play Pass. You got to go and you got to cancel whatever Play Pass thing you have. So if your Play Pass thing is run out, or you cancel your Play Pass, you buy a 3-month subscription, you put that in, and at the end of that 3 months, they'll try to charge you again. You got to put up a new card. You got to have some type of card to put up, even when you get these numbers from eBay. But you can get numbers from eBay. I've used them. They work. All right. I have Netflix too. Yeah, I've got all of them, unfortunately. Not all of them, but I got a lot of them. Free Fire is a PC and mobile. It's a first-person shooter game. I'm terrible at those. I'll play them. What's up, Runner 5K? How you doing today, man? LOL, tinfoil hat reader. 3, I'm at 2 with diarrhea, but I wasn't going to share that until I heard that. No, cat. No, cat. No, that's no good. You can't be sick like that. Cat, I'm gonna send some positive energy your way to stop you up. Here comes some Imodium AD energy. Did you feel that? Boom. Stop cat up. But that's what we do here on this channel. You know, we're a channel of love. If somebody else comes out and gives a story that they're embarrassed about, then look, somebody else pops up and says, hey, I got that same problem. I think Maya needs to be a mod. She'd be a good one. I agree, absolutely. And she will be. She will be. Nyan, you're going to be a mod, okay? Unless you don't want to be. But when I pull up my stream later today or tonight, if you're in there, or whenever I see you again, it's not easy for me on StreamYard, which I'm using right now, to make a mod. But on the other one, I can and I will. I'll absolutely look for you and make you a mod. I think Ryan needs to be a mod. She'd be a good one. I play Last War Survival. Been playing for 3 years now. I'm in a nice big alliance, and it's extremely fun. Glad to hear that you found that escape there, tinfoil hat wearer. We all need those escapes, man. We all need those escapes. Whether it's in gaming or music or dogs, whatever, the zoo, whatever. We all need it. I'm glad you found a spot that you can go to and go, oh, you can breathe, you know, you can be yourself. I'm really confused about why the Democrats are paid these people who are organizing these hate groups who support hate. Big K5, we're not going to get into this again, bro. We did this already last night or yesterday, whenever it was. We already did it. Let's not rehash it. Viking Rise is okay. Time consuming though. Yeah, that's another thing, North Star Alpha. I love these games that are like, I love card-based games. I love Slay the Spire. I could play that. Give me Slay the Spire types games like that. I can play those all day. The only difficulty is a lot of the games that I want to download that look interesting to me look like they have a steep learning curve. And I just don't know how many new things I can learn at this point as far as games, you know. I have limited time left. I have to really be wise on my decisions on my games. If it looks too difficult to get into, then I'm definitely probably not going to download it. But I love strategy games. Civ 5 and 6, 2 of my favorite games in history. I can play those for days, literally. I can't get discounts. I have friends that help out with things and get bonus codes with Microsoft. I'm a valued customer. Awesome. I'm glad you can find ways around paying that $23.99 a month. How much you folks pay for Hulu? The last time I checked, I think my Hulu is $15.99 a month. I have food poisoning. Taco Bell sucks. Oh, Taco Bell's the culprit, huh? Boo, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I'll eat some Taco Bell. Remember when you could go in Taco Bell with $15 and you could walk out like a king? If you walk in with $15, you could have 5 meals. You remember that? Those were good times. Didn't you yell for 10 minutes about white supremacy after someone said the left are degenerates? Yeah, absolutely I did. Absolutely. Proud of it. Oh, Frylock. Come on, man. Come on. So you think it's so Frylock, what you want is you want a liberal or a progressive who sits back and all they do is paint signs and go out in the streets and yell. That's what you want. You don't want somebody that can actually challenge you mentally. It's okay to point out racism, Frylock. If you don't like me pointing out racism, you might as well unsub the channel right now because it's a big part of who I am, and I will continue to do such. And as long as you're not racist, you won't fall right into that pathway. I won't even see you. I won't even pick you up on radar. But when you go to defend these guys, then that's when, yeah, we're going to have some words here. There's nothing wrong at all with pointing out racists and pointing out bigots and pointing out homophobes. If you want to call me a terrible person and a hypocrite for doing that, then that's okay, brother. That's okay. That and $2.50 will get you a cup of coffee. I played for Disney Plus. That came with Hulu and some other things, and it wasn't a whole lot. It was like $9.99 last time I had it. Cat, I'm the same way, man. That bundle though, I couldn't get that bundle because in order for me to get the bundle, I had to give up my commercial-free Hulu, and I'm not going to do that. I want to pay for no commercials. I get you doing that. It's a good deal. $9.99 for 3 services. Good, man. I'm glad you're able to do that. But me, if I'm paying for TV, I don't want to see an ad. Call me old school. I paid for Disney Plus. It came with Hulu and some other things. Yeah, I just read that. It's probably more now. Trying to discern why a political party does certain things is like trying to nail Jello to a ceiling fan. That's good. I think time-consuming games are the best. Learning new things are great when you can. If it's too difficult, then work on it slowly. Don't back down from your interest just because it looks too hard. I feel you, Kat. I get what you're saying, man, and I try to do those things. Usually, I'll give a game about, I don't know, how long do you give a game before you move on to the next one? I give it about 15 minutes. You got about 15 minutes to draw me into your story. If I ain't feeling it in 15 minutes, then I move on. But that's just me. Everybody's different. Let me tell you something that's pissing me off. The latest corporate scam and the ways they force you to watch their ads. If you're scrolling through Facebook and you see the shorts, a lot of shorts popping up these days. A lot of shorts. People have short attention spans. That's why shorts have become so popular. But now what they're doing on YouTube, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, you can start watching a short and you'll be interested in it. It'll take 30, 45 seconds of your time of something that, it's good content that you're interested in. And then all of a sudden, an ad pops up. An ad pops up right in the middle of it, and you have to sit through that ad to watch the rest of your 45-second clip. We've gotten so greedy as a country that they can't even let 20 to 45-second clips pop up there without them throwing an ad in there. Yeah, it's really sad stuff. How greedy we are. Taco Bell tastes good, but comes out differently. LOL. Yep. Guys, let's talk about this really strange, strange, a little bit off topic, but not really. This strange thing that we have with. Do you have a White Castle where you're at? A White Castle or Crystals? Something very strange about Crystals. Crystals is one of those things, and you can use interchange it with White Castle. It's same, almost the same thing. Those burgers, we call them gut grenades. We call them all that stuff. They have always, every now and then you'll get a craving for them, right? You just want to go out, and that's why they call them a crave case. Sometimes you just got to have a White Castle or a Crystal, and they're good going down. The thing that's interesting about them, though, is a Crystal burger. If you eat 4 Crystal burgers and they digest through your entire body, now this is going to get a little graphic. When you go to expel said burgers, why is it that your Crystal, when it comes out on the other end, smells almost exactly the same as it did when you put it into your mouth? It's very strange. It's a very strange thing. I've always wondered that. All right, back to the chat. I do the free trial thing, new email each time. There you go, One Armed Bandit. Yeah, you're a hustler. We got you. I've done that too, new emails, and all of them sell the account. Yep. Taco Bell 20 years ago was my go-to. Yeah, back when it used to be decent. You remember when you could get the soft tacos and the crunchy tacos? They were 89 cents. You remember that? Crunchy taco now is almost $3. True story. For one crunchy taco, almost $3 freaking dollars. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I'm gay. Does that come up on your radar? Man, the only thing that comes up on my radar when you say that you're gay is welcome to the club here. I mean, wait. Let me back that up. I'm a straight male, but I'm an ally. Absolutely an ally. I will always protect my gay brothers and sisters. So you're definitely welcome here, man. If YouTube, it can be complicated. I've been called a racist because I don't like someone. My words to him was "fuck off." Okay. My favorite thing from Taco Bell is the Doritos Los Tacos and them Crunch Wrap Supreme. Everything else disagree. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That Dorito taco is it's really good, really good. I'll agree with you there. I go through phases. I go through phases where sometimes I just want only soft tacos and sometimes I want only crunchy tacos. Very weird. I like the 5-layer beefy burritos. Well, who doesn't? I like the nacho cheese so much I can get a side of it to dip my burrito in. Yeah, now you're talking. Let's talk about Christians like Trump, Diddy, and all the parasitic vets that murder innocent people. Okay. Oh, I forgot about those loaded snack things that they had for a while. The potato one was good. A beef quesadilla and cheese for me. 1047, you guys are making me hungry. I love the nacho cheese too, Ryan. The potatoes with the nacho cheese and sour cream is so good. Yeah. The Fiesta potatoes. Only issue with that is they're so small. You know, they're going to get you one way or another. If I could go for that North Star, that's for sure. Christianity is the biggest scam. It's a Christian country. All right. Stop, motherfuckers. Please give me a second. What are y'all doing? What do you want? They're really being annoying because it's muddy all around, and we have a patio here that's concrete, so they're all going to congregate around me and whine and bark, and people need to start dealing with their problems and not medicate them. Bruce Lee always said, "Be water, bend and break around your issues." Sorry, bro, just felt like being deep this morning. Ha ha ha. I like it. I like it. I ain't got no problems with that comment. Thank you. We were talking about some deep things. I'm robbing Cuttenberg right now. It's nighttime. Hey, Why did you do that? I never had White Castle, never even heard of Crystals. Crystals is the southern version of White Castle. I think White Castle's a little better, not gonna lie, but they're all right. You know, you need them every now and then. It's a certain acquired taste. But the last thing in the world is a real authentic taco truck that makes real Mexican food. The best thing in the world. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. They are everywhere. Problem is North Star Alpha. These food trucks, man, even some of the taco ones, man, they are really charging out the wazoo for their food. I'm not gonna lie. I watch a guy here in Memphis. He's called the Pizza Guy. He goes to local restaurants and tries them out. He did a burger and wing plate today from someplace, and it was a food truck. And he got it, and he talked about how great it was, and it looked pretty good. But then he told the price: $25 fucking dollars, $25 for a single meal for one person. $25, bro. That's out of control. That's out of control. We need to call out the greed on everybody, even the food trucks. You know, I know their overhead's high. I know they don't make a lot of money, but man, you know, when I see these festivals now and their main selling point is food trucks, I'm like, no, I'll pass. I'll pass because I know what it is. I walk past all the food trucks. The cheapest thing you can get on a food truck is going to be $10, and that's going to be some bullshit like fries or tater tots or chips or something like that. So yeah, the food truck game's a little bit out of my price range, but that's okay. That's okay. I love watching other people pay $25 for a meal and tell me how great it is. But you're right. The Mexican food trucks, we got a lot of them in Memphis. And maybe I'm not talking about all of them. Maybe there's still a lot of them out there that are reasonably priced. Maybe. I haven't found them, but maybe there are. White Castle used to be great. I love it, but it messes me up if I eat too many. Yep, Cat. White Castle, I don't think is in the Carolinas, but we got the sliders for sale in the grocery stores. Yeah, that's strange for sure because digestion doesn't always break down everything. Would you rather have $2.5 bills or $5.2 bills? Okay. What do you make stuffings? What are you coming in with a critical thinking question today? Would you rather have $2.5 bills or $5.2 bills? Wait. Would you rather have two $5 bills or five $2 bills? It doesn't matter. We have the same amount. But I'm going to go with the $2 bills just so I can have them. They're only worth $2, but who knows? Maybe one day they'll be worth more than that. But they have tasty mystery meat. Yes, they do. And that's what it is, mystery meat. If you're eating out at a fast food, you're eating shit. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true, Freedom. I'm not going to deny that. Welcome to the club. Wait. Let me back it up. I'm straight. Oh, you saw that, Cat, huh? Well, Cat, there's a reason I do that, okay? There's a reason I do that. I have my reasons. I definitely want to let him know he's welcome in here, and we're not gonna, I don't care what people do with their private parts in the privacy of their own bedroom. However, I do have to reiterate many, many times that I am a straight male myself, because if you're an ally these days, and you don't say things like that. I've had many, many, many men in my lifetime approach me, and they assume because I'm an ally that I want the bonus plan. I don't want the bonus plan. I want you to have the bonus plan. I want you to enjoy the bonus plan. Okay, but I'm a straight heterosexual man, and it's fine for me to say that. But I love you as a person. I want you in this group. 11:47 here. Right in your face. Mine does that too. I'd rather be around dogs than some people. Absolutely freedom. The dogs want something, probably a walk or a treat or trying to let you know something. Oh, North Star, why are you going to make me give my dogs a walk? They do need a walk. They do. You're right. You're right, though, North Star. They do want something. I think it's my attention. I think they just want my attention. I got this guy right here. Look at him. He's chilling next to me. How you doing, Momo? Momo, you want to say hello to people? Yeah. Okay. I'll give him a walk right after the stream ends. I promise. It's the racist kind. Dog's never done me wrong. Dog's never done me wrong either. You ever been to Oregon? I hadn't been to Oregon, tinfoil hat weaver. I'd love to get to Oregon. Also, what city do I live in? I live in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in Virginia, the taco trucks are cheaper. I think it also depends on if you're in the city or not. That very good point, North Star Alpha. Very, very good point. Yeah, that's a part you need to think of. Food trucks in cities, you know, they're going to charge more. They assume they can get more from people in cities. Makes sense. $2 bills are rare, so I'd take them. Same thing, Kat. What part of Virginia, North Star, Southwest Virginia, Winchester area here, North Star? Show it your butthole. So, we already had someone do that one time on this stream. True story. You could have just said you're an ally. I think people would have understood that. I still find it nice as a compliment that the other person of the same gender can find you attractive. I do too. I do too. Hey man, if I absolutely do. Somebody once told me if you're, you know, if a gay man finds you attractive, then you're probably a pretty attractive guy. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But kind of the way it was worded, maybe that's why I responded to that. But you're right. You're right. And other times you'll hear me just say, yeah, you're welcome. Come on in. Come on in. It was something about the way it was worded that gave me pause. Thank you for that, though, Kat. Absolutely. Show us your what? Yo, where is that comment? No, Kat, what you're probably wondering is, wait, I deal with the same, but I'm straight as well, but it goes along with personality as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It does go along with personality, too. To assume that gay men just gravitate towards someone for their looks, that's not a very nice thing to do. So you're right. Thank you for that. It's me. That's good stuff. Thank you. I needed that. I don't know why they would be attracted to my dumbass personality, though. But I guess different strokes for different folks, right? No, it's not nice to do. All right. What else, guys? What else we got today? I don't know. I love you all. I'm in a very, very good mood now. Started out, this has been a very long stream. We started out with a very serious topic. And I brought the receipts today. I can come in here a lot of times and talk about racism. And a lot of people swear to me that racism does not exist in the United States at all. So I've gotten so tired of that talking point that I've decided to start printing these racist comments out, and just to remind people, we've come a long way, but there's still a long way to go. Doesn't have to be a long way. It really doesn't. It's really not a difficult solution. Take that $1.8 billion that you're trying to give to the traitors of January 6th and invest those in minority schools. That's going to go a long way right there. There's a solution. Stop investing in prisons, start investing in rehabilitation programs. We can do that. Those are long-term solutions. A lot of people don't want to talk about long-term solutions. They just want to lock people up and throw away the key. I ain't like that, man. I think people make mistakes in their life, and they should be given second, third chances, possibly fourth chances. People screw up. Yeah, it's great being self-aware. Everything is good. No, it's not nice to do. Lovely stream, Gen Express. I give you kudos. Well, I give you kudos, sir. I give you kudos. Guys, thanks for coming in here today. We talked about a serious thing, and hopefully I didn't bring your day down, because what we want to do is when we do talk about those serious topics and we get our critical thinkers in here talking about it, we always want to flip it back over to the positive side. Okay? Just to show you guys that you can talk about these big, heavy subjects and not let it just bring you down. You can flip it and then talk about positive things. That's what we do. We're humans. We can delve into something and not let it ruin our day. We can delve into something and continue to be positive. Flip it over and say, I'm going to be part of the change and not part of the problem. That's all it's about, guys. Spreading love. And I want to spread my love. I want a Johnny Appleseed all over you guys. Here's a seed of kindness. Wait, that came out wrong. Here's a seed of kindness for you. Here's a seed of kindness for you. Here's a seed of kindness for you. So that the day when I leave this earth, and it might be 5 minutes from now, people will be able to look back and go, you know what? Me and Liver Cheese didn't agree on a lot of things, but damn it, he was a good human being. He was a good human being. We need more people like that. That's what it's all about. All right, what else we got? Rehabilitation is long-term, but only if the person wants to do better. People screw up, but there will be those repeat offenders that abuse their ways out and get back out there. You're absolutely right, Kat. You're absolutely right. There's nothing's ever going to be 100%, ever. What we need to do is get away from focusing on the negative parts of something that's working, which is what's going on with our safety net right now, or SNAP, or welfare, whatever you want to call it. Instead of focusing in so much on the fraud, I'm not saying you don't need to focus in on fraud and get rid of fraud, but you don't throw out the entire system. You know what I mean? You look at the success stories and you go off of that. And it's the same thing with rehabilitation. Some people want to be rehabilitated, some people don't. But in my experience, a lot of those guys that are in prison, they want to do better. They want a better life for themselves. They don't want to come out and be part of that revolving door. But thank you for that comment. It's beautiful. I know from personal experience because of my parents. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. But again, it's focusing on the positive aspects of it. We have this really bad thing in this country where people want to throw something away if it's not 100% working. Everything's not going to be 100%. How is welfare a success story? Okay. All right. How is welfare a success story? Okay. So you go through your life busting your ass for the man up top who refuses to give you a livable wage, and something happens and you lose your job. You're a wonderful person. You're a wonderful person who provides for your family, and you lose your job and you have to go on our social safety net, which is there for that reason. So what you do is you go and you take those government services, your taxpayer dollars, I might add, and you use that while you search for a better job with a livable wage. When you find that better job with a livable wage, you get off of welfare and you go right back to work. But guess what? You go back to a job that you enjoy that actually pays you a livable wage. That's the success story. The safety net has never been meant to be lived off of infinitely. It's just not. Are there people who do that? Of course there are. Is it the majority of the people? Absolutely not. Is it a small minority of the people? Absolutely. It's a small minority of the people. So that's the success story. Whenever the safety net is used in the proper way, it gives you a hand up not a handout. There you go. There's your answer. I feel like in today's society, there's more negatives than positive, but yes, exactly what you just said. Life's too short, but some people convinced that it is addicted to drama and negativity. Yeah, well, we talk about that sometimes in here. If you got negativity around you, I don't care if it's family members, I don't care if it's friends. If they are causing you in your life strife and they do not connect with your values, then you can move on. I'm giving you that permission to move on. You don't need them in your life, regardless of if they're blood or not. There's too much of that going around. Don't be afraid to cut negative influences out of your life. That explains why they come out and are exactly part of the revolving door. What does? What explains that? What explains that? You lost me. Farted. Who farted? Supersized fries farted. I hope it was not a very smelly one. And if it was, I at least hope you can admire it and give yourself props for it. Since when does being a good person count in life? It counts every day in life. Every single day being a good person counts. Guys, I think we got YouTube is, well, I'm not going to read his, as a matter of fact, we're just going to take care of him right now. We're going to take care of that guy right now. He's throwing words up in his name, which I don't care for. And it's my channel, so if you want to blame me for banning that guy, I really don't care. But he's gone. Yeah, there was a prior typo in that message. I apologize. You don't have to apologize for me, brother. I might not be on in the future. I'm possibly facing jail time, drunken public charges, and probation issues. Wait a minute. Stop everything. Stop everything. Stop everything. Stop everything. North Star, I ain't having it, brother. I ain't having it. I ain't having somebody come along and take you away. No, 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 no. So you got into trouble with drunken public charges and probation issues. Okay. Well, North Star, I talked to you a lot in here. You seem like a good human being to me. I made you a blue. I made you a mod. I'm going to send positive energy your way, and I want other people to send positive energy to North Star Alpha's way. We don't need details. We don't need any dirty details as to why he got his public drunkenness charge or his disorderly conduct charge. It happens, man. We're humans. We're humans. Sometimes you go out, you get a little too lit, and your mouth runs a little too much. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be your mouth running too much. Sometimes if you run into the wrong cop, it doesn't matter. You could be the nicest guy in the world. You run into the wrong cop who's having a bad day, he's going to take you down. So North Star Alpha, whatever they're trying to do to you, I say, I cry foul. I cry foul. And I'm not going to there's not a lot I can do, but I'm going to send you energy and let them understand that, yeah, North Star Alpha, we ain't worried about him. You know, he got lit one night. He said some things. Probation, whatever you're on probation for. Who knows? I know you didn't murder anybody. Probably just made a mistake. You know, as humans, we're allowed to make mistakes. We're allowed second chances. We're allowed third chances. I'm in pain. I got my booty eaten by a crackhead who had thrush. Nice. Sorry to hear that, North Star. It's my own fault, though, but thanks. This is why we don't drink outside of the home. I agree with Gen X. MAGA for the win. Yeah, North Star, it's okay, man. The fact that you're coming in here and you're owning up to it says everything I need to know about you as a person. You're owning up to it. You're saying, yeah, I fucked up. It makes you more human, North Star. It makes me want to like you even more. when people come in here and they don't just spout off all their accomplishments and they'll tell you stories about themselves that might not be proud moments in their life, what that does is tell me that we got a real one here. We got a real one here with North Star. Thank you, brother. I agree, Nyan. It's why that's what I do. If I have a drink somewhere, it's not that much. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I don't know. Sometimes, not always. Not always. I ain't no perfect human. I've gotten out and I've started drinking and you know, I tell you I'm very good at cutting myself off. I am. I'm good at that. But it's not to say that I'm not going to have a slip up. We all have slip ups. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person. You know, just means that yeah, I gotta keep trying. I gotta try again. Gotta get up and try again. Gotta get up and try to do better. That's all it is, man. That's all it's about. That North Star Alpha, I really feel like I bonded with you on that. Thank you for letting us know that. Much respect. Mad props to you. I love it. And I wish you luck. It's all good because in life you have to have fun, especially dealing with life. Absolutely you do. We got to be able to blow some steam off, you know? Just some Fireball every now and then for me. I had a case given to me as a gift. A case of it. You got a case of Fireball, Cat? You better share that stuff. Too early, 11:10. We can't be talking about drinking Fireball right now. No, and that's a skill in life, guys. That's a real life skill to be able to get to a point where you can cut yourself off. Some people can't do that. Some people just, I don't know. They tell me that some people have that gene that they can't stop. They got to have more. I don't know that that's necessarily true, though. I've met a lot of people who had alcohol problems in their life or drug problems. And with the right guidance, I think anything's possible. But I also understand that certain people, if you have certain genes, you can't even have one sip of it, and that's really sad to me. That's the thing with certain people. I hate that. I hate that. And it's no fault of your own. I'm not saying that you're any less than any other human. I'm just saying that I hate that for you. You know that you can't. But you can be straight edge and still have a wonderful life. You can be high on love and high on giving and high on life, and you don't have to be high on other things. But damn it, sometimes it helps. Oh, my dog's looking at me like she's like, what the hell are you talking about? Fireball ain't my fave, but it will do the job, LOL. I agree. I hate it too, though, Gen X. Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. I've got some people in my life like that. Alcohol is, you know, I've had people in my life that are very, very important to me that I've seen ruin their lives with alcohol. And I want to try, and I try, and I try, and I try. But here's the thing about that. Until those guys are ready to make that commitment to clean themselves up, then you can try and try and try till you're blue in the face. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. So sometimes walking away is a good thing. Sometimes when you walk away from that environment and that situation, they can realize, oh crap, I just lost him or I lost her. They don't like the way, you know, to see me spiral out of control. And maybe that helps them see, okay, maybe I need to do something about this. Wow, we got on a heavy topic, man. We were talking about race. Now we're talking about addiction. What the hell's going on? This is a Wednesday afternoon, not even noon. We can't be talking about this stuff right now, guys. I come from a family tree of alcoholics, sadly, but I wanted to break the chain so bad, but I find it hard. I don't binge drink, um, but um, but I'm trying to do better. I feel that comment with all my heart. There, it's me. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. I got alcoholics in my family too. Don't give up, man. You're worth saving. You're worth saving. And that's why earlier when I said, sometimes people everybody deserves a second chance. I think people sometimes deserve a third, fourth, fifth chance. I really do. When you're dealing with outside influences that completely change a person, and they're addicted to those outside influences, yeah, sometimes you've got to give them more than two chances. If that person in my life who I cut out of my life because of gambling and drinking, if they ever came to me and told me, "Hey, man, I don't do that stuff anymore. I don't do any of that stuff. I want you back in my life," I would come back into their life without a doubt. I would be back into their life immediately. But I would also watch them, and make sure that they're being truthful with me. And if I saw the pattern repeat itself again, I would have to say, "I got to go, man. I got to go. You weren't quite ready." Auto brewery syndrome. I'm in healthcare and doubt you know someone with it, as it's extremely rare. Okay, okay, you're in the healthcare industry and you say that that's a rare thing, auto brewery syndrome. Okay, thank you for educating me on that, Shadow. I will. I'll look that up and figure out if that's a different thing or if it's what I'm talking about, genes. Having certain genes that you can't. It's hard for you to control. You got to have another drink. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Thank you for that, Shadow. If I've been spewing ignorance in here, I thank you for correcting me on that. Um, there's been maybe a handful of people who ever actually had auto brewery syndrome. Then that's not what I'm talking about. Same came from the whiskey tree. I think we're too hard on people for being human. Addiction, it's human nature. Yes, very good, Shadow. After a while, you just start enabling. Yes, you do. Both of my parents suffer from addiction. I wasn't really close to my dad because my mom took me from him, and we went down a bad path. And after that, and my mom got into the wrong group of people. Sorry about that, Cat. I think about how my life has been, and losing custody of my little sister was probably when it started. Here's something. Here's something. Well, no, we're not going to get into that right now. Well, Kat, hang in there. Kat, you're a high achiever. I don't have a lot of years left here, Kat, but I'm going to tell you, it would be very fun watching you advance in life. It would be a very fun thing if I could see that. And I'll see some of it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and sharing these stories and who you are as a person. I look forward to your adventures in life. It's extremely rare. No, it's not the genes. Okay. The genes thing is 100% confirmed, proven science. We know people are genetically predisposed to addiction and specific addictions. Okay. That's a star comment. I feel that pain, Nyan, I truly do. Sound like you're telling me your own childhood life story. I'm so sorry. You're not alone. Good stuff. It's me. That's what we do here, man. We lift each other. You're greater than that. I appreciate you as a person as well. I'm lucky I found my way to set life's struggles aside, and it still isn't self-destructive. Racing takes so much focus to be good at. You got no time for your other thoughts. Very, 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 very important and valid comment there from Sim Racing Central. You're touching on a solution here, Sim Racing. You're absolutely touching on a solution. I've had I've had people, family members in my life, struggle with addiction, and they're young. And they're young. And a lot of times, if you approach a younger person and try to give them advice about stuff like that, they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? They're, oh, you're just an old man trying to make me not have any fun. You did all that stuff. Now it's my turn to do all that stuff. You know, I get it. It's a difficult thing to break through to these people, but we can break through to them. We can break through to them with what he just said. What Sim Racing Central just said, very valid and important thing. We have to get these people to find their passion in life. It's not an easy thing, guys. It's not. I know people 50 years old who told me, I've looked and I've looked and I've searched and I searched and I can't find that passion. Keep looking, keep searching. Keep searching. You don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And once you get that passion for something like he has for racing, it does. It helps. It helps take care of those other issues, man. If I start a drawing or a painting, I do art, or a song, and I get so into that song or that drawing or that painting because I know it's something special that has to come out of me, then damned everything else. You know what I mean? I'm not focusing on getting high. I'm not focused on getting drunk. I'm focusing on finishing that work. And it's the same thing. He has a passion for racing. You know, you think when he's out there getting ready for a race, he's thinking about how many beers he's going to have, if he's going to smoke a J before he gets out there on that track. No, hell no, absolutely. Absolutely not. He's been preparing for that his entire however long you've been into racing. So passion, you got to find that hobby or that thing that you're passionate about, and you got to embrace it. You got to go. You got to love it. And once you do those things, man, I'm telling you, that addiction, it's going to take a back seat. It can help the process of putting that addiction in the back seat. I look forward to your responses on that one. I know the predisposition to drugs and alcohol, and I don't want to fall into that pit. It's nice to be able to share this. Good stuff. Get off drug bum. I'll send you positive energy, Naya. No worries, no more tears. No more tears. No more tears. Ozzy. Love Ozzy. I miss Ozzy so much, man. I never knew how big of an Ozzy fan I was. I really didn't. But I've become a big Ozzy fan. I told the story before. I was listening to Crazy Train, and you never really listened to the lyrics of Crazy Train, because Crazy Train I have, and it's a dun, dun, just a guitar. It's a vibe. It's an energy. Once you dun, dun, crazy, you just, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. But if you listen to the lyrics of Crazy Train, wow, what a beautiful song. And learn how to love, or stop how to hate, talking about loving and hating. Crazy. And now I can't remember the lyrics, but definitely check that out. Wow, we got off on Ozzy. We don't know what you're talking about. You won't be on some burn stuff, bro. You'd be talking like a burn, bro. Why aren't you even saying that, bro? We aren't talking like a bum. Jamal, what are you talking about, man? Jamal, talk to me. Talk to me, Jamal. What are you talking about? What are you not understanding here? What about my message are you not understanding? Because I would like to help you change your opinion. It's a message of love, man. It's a message of peace. It's a message of kindness. If you can't get behind those things, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. Pull out a mirror and look in the mirror. Examine your own life. Examine your personality. Examine what you're leaving here on this earth when you leave. I literally just said my parents do that, and this random saying is that the only bum is the loser leaving that comment. Bro, you're always be talking about feelings, about find your passion and blah, 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 bro. It's just about money, bro. It's all that matters, bro. I'm getting paid and I don't care, bro. Well, then why are you here? Why are you here? If you're a paper chaser, that's fine. Go chase your paper. We're chasing love. Don't come in here and knock over our chessboard or piss in our Cheerios. I have a different message than you, such as life. Human beings are very different. I don't expect everyone to be like me. Okay, if you want to chase paper, chase paper. But you're not going to come in here and dampen our vibe. I love music. It's my escape from the world issues. I highly adore music. Me too, Z. Me too, man. You throw some lyrics up there, brother, and I'll sing them to you. And we'll get into we'll get this love train started live here. If you ain't taking money, if you ain't talking money, I don't want to talk. Not gonna lie. Well, then that's all right, man. Deshaun, chase that dollar, brother. I'm just here to tell you there's a better way. Nobody wants peace and love unless it's been manipulated into a certain version and it's accepted by them. Useless hippie. Wow, I don't feel that way at all. Luz, I would choose my family over money every day. If you haven't been here for the conversation, then of course you don't know what is being talked about. I can't believe I've been alive in this time. I feel like I was born when I was for a reason, even though I feel like I was meant to be born sooner. I've been told stories about our clear water. No, you're here for a reason, Kat. You're here for a reason. Go out and find that reason. You may already know that reason. I want to see it. I want to see it, Kat. You're going to do big things. I can smell success. And you're going to be a very successful person in life. I've told you this before. And I mean it. You don't think like a 20-year-old. Kat, can I say something to you? Kat, you may have never considered this, but Kat, I think you need to get into politics. I think you need to be in politics. I think we need people like you in our political system. We need uncorruptible people. Kat. Anybody else second that? You think the Kat is needs to maybe be in politics? I wouldn't blame you for saying no, though. I'd rather be flat broke with my wife and friends than have all the money in the world and be without them. I don't even need to think about it. Shadow, boom, star comment, beautiful, beautiful. That's such is life, brother. You got it figured out. You got it figured out. And I love you for that. Continue to spread that message. And now it's nasty, brown, and littered. Yes, our world is that. Greetings from Finland. Finland, how you doing? I don't know if I've ever had anybody from Finland in here. Finland in the house. What do I think of when I think of Finland, being an American? Let me think. Finland. I'm trying to picture your flag. Let's start there. I think your flag, Finland, is it red? Is it red with a blue cross-like thing on it? Is that the Finland flag, or am I totally off there? Probably totally off. But welcome. And I think cold from Finland some reason. And that's what pops up in the back of my head, this stupid American's brain. Cold. I could be off there too. Let me know. If your world revolves around money, you will never be rich. Oh, cat, that's not coming out of a 20-year-old's mouth. Cat, you're not 20. You're not 20. You're an old soul trapped in a 20-year-old's body. Your version of peace and love is as corrupt as Epstein Island and billionaires. So much for that, buddy. Goodbye. I know I don't think like a 20-year-old. I have 15 years before I can run for president. LOL. No, I was just talking. Yeah, I guess you do. You got a little bit of time. Well, just continue being a wonderful person. Continue talking. Continue to gab to people. Continue to talk, even if it's just in here. Guys, if you come in here and you're not a good talker and you don't have that gift of gab, type it out in here. Type it out in here. Let me read it. Let us get on the conversation because you do have that gift of gab. I'm not saying you in particular, Kat. I know there's a lot of younger people who don't feel like they can talk to other humans in public. It's a problem because of social media. But we're breaking through that. We're breaking through that problem. We're making social media social again. I've drowned at a young age and I totaled my car at an older age. Life works in mysterious ways, that's for sure. So you've had 2 near-death experiences, which makes sense that you're now a critical thinker. A lot of people don't have those trauma in their life. And we talk about trauma and how trauma can be really, really bad, but can also lift people up to do amazing things. Thank you for that. It's me. Welcome in Finland. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I don't even have a mama. My mama done left me. Hold on. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't even have a mama. My mama done left me and my daddy done left me, bro. I'm all alone, bro. I got kicked out of the house, bro. What do you even mean? Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. I'm sorry that happened to you. So you're at a point in your life where you can either, I'm not telling you to forget about that trauma in your life. I mean, that's real trauma. I can't tell you move on past that because everybody does at their own pace. All I'm telling you about, if you don't have a mama and you don't have a daddy, then come on in here. Come on in here. We'll be your mamas. We'll be your daddies. We'll talk to you about things. We'll talk to you about life. All right. We'll take that mantle. Samatar. Okay. We'll take that mantle. You come in here. You be a sub. You share your life's goals and you share your passions and you share your dreams and you tell us about the hard times you've had, and we are going to listen and we're not going to judge and we're going to attempt to lift you up. All right? That's all I can tell you on that. Talking about how you got all this, how about how you got these families? Bro, I ain't even got that, bro, so I don't want to hear about you, bro. I'm your family, bro. I'm your family. Cat's your family. Relaxing's your family. I'm naming off a lot of subs here. Alpha, he's your family. We're all your family. We can be your family. I've had more than a couple of vehicles, and I'm saying that as motivation. Keep going and don't stop. This is our flag, and no, it's not that cold currently. It's going. Okay, that's your flag. Okay. See, I was way off. You're just blue and white. It may be a little yellow in there. I can't really see. It's really small. That's what she said. It's not that cold currently. It's going to be summer soon. But it's a super windy day today. Okay, thank you for putting those visuals in my head. Now I can picture what's going on in Finland. I know your flag. I know your weather right now. I know you're heading into summer, so good stuff. Thank you. You don't have to be blood to be family, Samatar. You can find it, I promise you. My dog's trying to hump my other dog. I was born December 15th, 2005. I feel as though I've known a lot of older people who have shared their experiences. I learned rapidly and more in depth. We're going to continue. We're going to continue with you on that path. Guys, we could be molding the next president here in Cat. Cat, and Cat, I got to give you a lot of credit. Because my subs on my channel are mostly older men. Not so much here lately. Since I've really jumped on the love train, we're almost at 20% of my viewers are females. So and even less are younger. So yeah, you're in the right place. Guys, we could be helping Kat out and make her the most three-dimensional person you've ever seen. We could be talking to our future president right here, Kat. Man, would that be a story? I won't be here to see it. Maybe one day Kat, when she's talking about all her successes in life, maybe she mentions she's talked about how she's around a lot of older people and takes a lot in. Maybe just maybe she'll give Gen X Press a shout out. Maybe she'll say, I go to this channel and we, it's a group of people, like-minded people, critical thinkers who are kind. And maybe, I may be dead and gone. It may be 20 years from now. I may be looking from wherever I'm at and looking down and seeing Kat announce her candidacy for president. Oh, that would be such a proud moment. If I could be real with you, Samatar, I was born to abusive parents and homeless at 15 after they disowned me, but I promise you there's a family out there for you that you can find that will love you back. I love them back. I love them back just for coming in here and sharing that stuff. That takes a lot of nerve to do that, man. It takes a lot of confidence to do something like that in front of a bunch of strangers. Yeah, man, I want you as a sub. You might not agree with anything I'm talking about in here about love and family, but I'd like you to be a part of the conversation. Wow, so funny how you ignore my comment whenever you're not even talking about how your version of peace. Well, first off, you spelled peace the wrong way. Peace is not Piece. That means, okay, look, I found a piece of something. Oh, look, here's a piece of something. That's what that piece is. The piece that you're looking for is Peace. That's the first thing. Same nine, I've worked with a lot of people older than me and spread positivity and knowledge. That's why I love my elders. I may seem slow on the surface. Intelligence takes time to respond with an optimal result. I grew up in a broken home. Me too, North Star. We all bleed red. You may not be related by birth, but we're all connected. Beautiful stuff. I was told never to talk to strangers, but this is why, because the bullshit that this dude is spouting is foul. Okay. Otis Hawthorne. What have I said in here in the last 30 minutes? Let's just say 30 minutes. That is foul. What am I spouting that's foul? Please tell me. Please tell me. I want to know. I don't want to do these things, These things like love and happiness. I mean, it's so terrible to talk about love and happiness and kindness. What such a terrible thing, right? Right, Otis? What a horrible human being I am. Oh man, I'm just terrible. Terrible. I want to love other humans and treat other humans exactly as I would like to be treated. Terrible stuff. Wow. All right, man. Kat, you're not alone. You're destined for greatness. Absolutely. Samatar patience, man. I was you at your age alone. It will get better. It will get better, little bro. Be kind and others will see it. Always keep your word. Others will respect it. Solitude isn't a punishment, man. Great stuff. This is so funny, your little live stream. You really think somebody on here is going to be the president? Ha ha ha. You got to be a billionaire to do that. Ha ha. You don't even understand, bro. Samatar, look, man, my patience is running out with you. All we have in here is people reaching out to you to tell you things are going to be okay. But you're starting to let me know that you're full of shit. Everything you're saying is probably full of shit. Because a normal person wouldn't respond like that. A normal person would say, you know, I appreciate all these positive comments in here. Thank you, guys. So you got about 5 minutes. I'm not even going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to come up with some genius shit, or you're out of here. Wasted all that time on you, man. If you don't like the channel, here's a news flash. There are more channels. Our people are meant to share and learn from those experiences. We as people shouldn't be putting others down on attacking each other. I don't want to use hate because it's a harsh word to use. Of course, Kat, I really do hate the greedy people in this world who know they can do more. I hate the people that victim blame and the people that play the victims when they are really the abusers or agitators. Very, very good stuff. It's what's happening all around us. Everybody wants to find somebody to point a finger at. Say, you're the reason for my problems. That black guy, that brown girl, that white guy, that whatever, they're the reason for all of my problems. Stop. Stop it. Bluegrass State, hello. He's a bot. What's up, Bluegrass? I love the hat. Thank you, Mr. McFluffin. I love the name. I love the name, Mr. McFluffin. All right, I'm going to give a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out real quick. I have a person that probably not watching this, but I want to give her a shout out anyway. I have a person that here in town in Memphis. Her name's Maya. I won't say anything else. I'm using her name because she's a wonderful person. And wonderful people aren't afraid to be doxxed. But I'm not doxing her. Maya is a person. Here's a person. She's very young. She's very young. I don't know how many friends she has. I don't know. I mean, I see her on Facebook. She's a picker. I've met her around town at a protest. You know, we talked out there. She's a little socially awkward. And I hope I'm not, Maya, I hope I'm not saying something out of sorts that is not true. But Maya's a very giving, loving person. Maya has, what she does around Memphis is she has these little stations that she sets up that she just says free stuff. Okay, she'll set up these little areas and places of business that'll let her do that. And she brings in things that she finds that she picks daily, and even trash, you know, things that other people might consider trash. She rescues that stuff and she brings it in and she puts it in these free stations. Okay. She gets nothing, absolutely nothing from this. She's doing it around town. And I've told her many times, do not stop doing that. That is wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. But a lot of people aren't giving her the recognition that she deserves. You know, and I know she goes through life and she feels like we feel, shouting into a hurricane. She's trying to do good, but she feels like nobody around her is noticing the good, you know, or noticing how she is as a human. So I try to pump her up. Yesterday, she put a post, a long post on Facebook. You could tell she was clearly frustrated with a lot of things. The way humans are treating each other, number one. The way that she doesn't know if she's making a difference, number two. And I'm here to tell you, Maya, you are absolutely making a difference. And your idea of putting little places out there with free stuff for people, I love it. And it is such a such a wonderful thing. Continue to do it. Do not stop doing that. You are making a difference in the world. I love you very much. I love you very much as a person. I love you very much as a human. And I'm going to give you a props on that, Maya. When people around you act like they don't see what the things you're doing and they don't appreciate what a kind heart you are, I'm going to be there to appreciate you and tell you what a wonderful human being you are. Wow, he's a very aggressive, can't bear, wears your smiley face armband. Yes, she is. I understand what you're trying to reference with the armband thing, and that's not okay. I'm not sure why you compare him to those kind of people. What, somebody called me a Nazi? Is that what somebody's trying to say? Yeah, man. The people who've been listening to me for the last 2.5 hours definitely think I'm a Nazi. Absolutely. They all think that. Bro, get a clue, man. Don't come in here. Don't come in here halfway through the story spouting your stuff. Do I need to read to you the 5 pages of racist comments by average Americans like you? Do I need to read that to remind you why we're doing what we're doing? She is making a difference, and I've never heard of her. If she's watching, I give her credit as well. Thank you, It's Me. Did you hear that, Maya? If you're out there, I don't think she is, but who knows? Maybe she'll watch it back. Yeah, that's what he meant. I don't care. I don't care. Thou does project too much. Whoever said that about my armband. Sounds like you need to do some serious soul searching, brother. Because there ain't nothing out of my mouth that has to do with anything of those scum buckets. Go home, you're stoned. Thank you, you're all sick. I am home, brother. All right. It's been a good conversation today. Very, very good conversation. Thank you guys for coming in here. I probably lost 20 or 30 subs. That's okay. That's okay. If I lose subs, I don't want those kind of subs anyway. I want the positive thinkers who are moving forward with a message of love and kindness and being a Johnny Appleseed. Spread that love every day. Plant those seeds. You plant those seeds, you're going to see a return. You might not see it immediately, but you are making a difference. All you people out there who are leading with kindness, I love every one of you, and I'm super excited that you're on board this train. We're going places. We're going places. Yes, Demi, thank you. Let's think about the time when live streams weren't a thing, no social media. We couldn't reach out to other people in other countries like we can now. Very, very good point, Electric Low End. We need to take this thing that's destroyed a lot of our lives, social media, and correctly use it the way it's intended to be used. And we're doing that. That's what we're doing. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you today, Dr. Mark J. Massare from upstate New York? How you doing, upstate New York? Electric with that great comment. You gained me. Yes, I did, Demi. I'm very excited. I subbed Electric Low End. I'm excited about you too. Great stream. Always a good time. Thank you, North Star Alpha. I find it all the more upsetting that people are using Christianity as their reason to support Trump. Real Christians don't hate on others. I know people who are true and they aren't racist and hate. And I feel really bad. I feel really bad for those Christians, those good Christians out there. Can you imagine being a good Jesus Christ loving Christian and then just have these people come and hijack your religion? I mean, that must really suck for those guys. But we see it. We all see it, and we know you're not real Christians if you're coming in with the TPUSA talking points. You've got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative. Good stuff. Thank you so much for your very beautiful message. You're a wonderful person. DB, I'm going to end it on that. Wait, not to bring up a negative comment back up, but yes, with me totally my vehicle, other person was involved. No other person was involved. Thank God. Thank God. I'm glad for that too. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up like this. I'm going to tell you, even if you're still confused to what the channel is, I'm a First Amendment auditor, but I've geared my life towards kindness, and this channel is about kindness. It's not red versus blue. That culture war stuff, we got to get it out of here. It's not red versus blue. They're tearing up our country. It's the 1% billionaire pedophiles versus you. That's our enemy up top. It ain't that guy. It ain't that guy. It ain't that girl. It ain't that girl. It ain't that guy. Ain't none of those things. It's that billionaire up top who refuses to pay his taxes. That's what we're focused on. And we're focused on kindness and light and spreading love. So at the end of the day, remember, it's not red versus blue. It's a 1% versus you. And also always remember what my favorite alien of all time said. His name is E.T. And E.T. didn't talk a lot, but when he did talk, he said things that he meant. And E.T. told us all, be good. Be good. I love you all. Glad you're okay. Sucks about the car, though. Thank you for that. Contradiction. All right, guys. With that being said, go out, be your wonderful selves, spread that love. Let's meet back up and let's talk about it. Let's meet back up maybe later today and we'll talk about it. Okay, guys? Have a wonderful day. And I know you will. I love you all. Thanks for being here.